Hola, everyone. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde and your plans and Mercury retrograde coming around and saying, haha, fooled you to your plans. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde and mishaps. Thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. If you would be interested in a personal reading from me, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I would love to read for you. Right now, I'm posting on YouTube, or I'm posting on Facebook. Join me live on YouTube now to let everyone know I'm live. But yes, if you want a personal reading from me, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hey, Josh. Hey, Empress. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday night. It's late. Well, it's kind of late. It's like almost 10. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde and mishaps, you all. Right now, we are 28, 29, 30, 3 days away from Mercury going officially retrograde. And when Mercury goes retrograde, even during the shadow period, a lot of mishaps happen. All right. Empress Precious says the energies got me fucked up. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of mishaps happen. A lot of things are out of your control during Mercury retrograde. All right. So try to be mindful of that. All right. And it's a reason why they say with Mercury retrograde not to try new things, buy new things. All right. It's a good time to go back to the past and rehash things that maybe you didn't get done in the past. Join me live on YouTube now. Like making plans during Mercury retrograde can be like hell. Even running errands during Mercury retrograde can be hell. Like it can be super frustrating during Mercury retrograde. So if there's a lot going out of your control, if there's a lot of things going on that are out of your control right now, if you feel like life is just kicking your ass right now, it's Mercury retrograde. We just have to go with the energies. There's always a lesson in it. I'm telling you guys, there's always a lesson in things going wrong. All right. Sometimes it's a good thing when things actually go wrong. All right. Hi, Michelle. Josh says, what if you don't have Virgo or Gemini in your charts? You're still affected by Mercury retrograde. Hi, Carissa. You've been through hell. Yeah, that's Mercury retrograde. You know, don't be, it just is what it is. Mercury has a way of coming around and just knocking everything. It's like Thanksgiving Day, you're sitting down perfectly ready to eat. Everyone, you've said the grace, and then Mercury retrograde comes in and knocks everything off the table. That's Mercury retrograde. Michelle says I do not have any energy during all this. Exactly. We talked about that yesterday. Mercury retrograde will make you tired too. Lethargic, right? Empress, yes, I'm telling you. Mercury retrograde is the type of person who it's Christmas Day, and everyone's ready to, wrap their, open their presents, and suddenly there's an emergency. Someone in the family, had to be rushed to the hospital, or something needs your attention, and suddenly Christmas is like ruined. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's Mercury retrograde. It's just so frustrating. You're trying to get stuff done and your kids are running around yelling and screaming, and it's just like you want to like pop your head off and chuck it out the window. Mercury retrograde. Hey Stacy, how are you? Mishaps during Mercury retrograde. Or, you're cooking, you sit down, you get preoccupied, maybe helping your kids, your pet, cleaning, doing something, taking a nap, and you burn the food. Mercury retrograde. Mishaps. Hey, Dalkara. You thought you got everything done at work yesterday, but it turns out you missed two key things, actually. And now your boss is getting on your ass about it. And not only that, but you were also 30 minutes late to work because of traffic, and maybe you missed your alarm. Mercury retrograde. Mishaps. Empress Precious says, what does Mercury in Cap during this retrograde? I'm not really sure. With Mercury retrograde, it's It's all about, you know, just going back to the past and, you know, whatever hasn't been cleared out, whatever hasn't been concluded, all right, and that needs to come back around and it needs to be concluded and it needs to be cleared out. That's Mercury retrograde. So sometimes when mishaps happen, it's just like sometimes Spirit's trying to tell you, just chill out and have fun. You know, one thing I will say about Mercury retrograde is Mercury likes to have fun. Mercury's a trickster. Mercury has a tricky way of teaching you a lesson, all right? So it's like you're trying to get everything done on your to-do list and your kids are getting on your absolute nerves. Mercury retrograde actually probably wants you to just spend more time with your kids, you know? Or you're stressing about an exam or a test that you have to take, and oh my God, if I don't pass this exam, I'm going to fail. But Mercury retrograde just wants you to trust the process. Just, you know, trust that it's going to be okay. It's out of your hands, you know? What is your definition of Mercury retrograde? That's a good question. Hey, by the way, if you guys want a live reading, it's $10 for one question. You all know, 20 for 2 questions, 30 for 3 questions. I'm going to put the PayPal. Oh, I'm going to put the PayPal link in here right now, just in case anyone wants a live reading. Michelle says, yeah, my boyfriend just broke his leg during this. The equipment he was on failed and he had to jump off it. Exactly. Mishap, Mercury retrograde. And it's weird because Mercury retrograde has a weird way of teaching everyone a lesson. So that lesson was probably they need to look more into their equipment and make sure their equipment's up to date, you know? But I will say also the thing with Mercury retrograde is that it tends to be lessons that you've known for a while. So maybe this is something they've known for a while, and it just had to take one of their employees getting injured for them to realize, hey, we really need to do something about this. Mercury retrograde. There's a lesson even in the mishaps, y'all. Hi, a psychic group, Cody Dale. How are you? Thank you for being here. Emperor says, so many exes have been coming back. My first love is coming back. So what's my definition of Mercury retrograde? Let me go back to that question. It's a time to rediscover what has been holding you back. That's my definition of Mercury retrograde. A time to rediscover or discover what all has been holding you back in all areas of your life. Love, money, wealth, health, happiness. What's been holding you back? What have you been ignoring? What signs have you been ignoring? My husband has surgery this Friday too. Ooh, for what? Hey, Asia Astrology. This is the period when exes come back exactly. Mercury retrograde will bring people from the past. Thank you, Josh, for your $10 donation. Yes, please hit the like button. My roommate went psycho and got my friend thrown in jail. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde also has this thing where it will like amplify energies. So I wouldn't be surprised if your roommate and your friend didn't like one another, and Mercury retrograde is just bringing out that fact in a Mercury kind of way, but either way, you know, it's still bringing it out. Mine is Jupiter. Good. Hey, Siobhan. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of the stuck. Many past readings. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Thank you for surrounding everyone in this room, in this live, those who will join this live with your water wall of protection, your fire wall of protection, your warrior shield of protection. Thank you for protecting their devices they are watching this live on. Thank you for protecting their spaces as well, Jesus. Thank you also for just consecrating this live completely with your protection as well. In the name of Jesus, I pray and thank you. I love you, God. Amen. Hey, Alexis. So let's get to Josh's question. What would Aaliyah do if I try to kiss her the next time I see her? What would Aaliyah do the next time? Or what would Aaliyah do if Josh tried to kiss her the next time he saw her? He gets a biopsy done. Oh, okay. That's probably actually a good thing. Like I said, Mercury retrograde, or it's things you need to get done, so he needs to get that done, most likely. A lot of times you'll have things with your car you need to get done, but it may happen in a mishap. So once again, if you've been seeing any signs and signals of, your car is giving you that, hey, something's wrong, just, pay attention, all right? I need to pay attention too, because my car is having its own issues as well right now. Yes, if you're new here, welcome here. What about family life? I will say that Mercury, depending on where it's in your chart, blah blah blah, it tends to really affect sibling relationships. Mercury retrograde, it tends to really affect relationships with your aunts and uncles, your cousins, all right, that kind of thing. Because that's Mercury, all right. I don't know how she would actually feel about that. Let's see. It depends on where you're coming from with it. It depends on where you're coming from, how you do it, the timing of it all. So basically, it just has to be genuine. All right? A genuine kiss. She'll definitely be surprised. And I think it would show you putting in work to woo her, to win her over. So I think it would be, but it depends on how you do it, the context you do it in, once again. I wouldn't just randomly go up to her and kiss her. Like, I would try to have a conversation with her. Hey, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I don't know if you're in high school, Josh, or what your situation is, to be honest. But, okay, I got to go to class, or okay, I gotta go to work, or whatever. And then give her a kiss, or, something cute like that, right? Just, don't think too much about it, all right? Because I know, you can think a little bit too much, all right? Just kind of keep that in mind, okay? I think it could definitely win her over and, go in your favor. It's just all about how you go about it, all right? Siobhan says, my plug to my tub broke, so I couldn't take my spiritual bath. I staged myself in the house. So, okay, that's good. Good. I would still do a spiritual bath when you can, though. But did you feel better after the sage? Siobhan says, hopefully I'll have it fixed by tomorrow. Yeah, I would say, yeah, take a bath. Siobhan says, you got to set the scene, Josh. Romance and don't overthink it. Exactly. You're in college. Yeah, I just feel like yeah, I see you like doing, it's something about kissing her between classes. It's gonna be quick. And yeah. Yeah. I feel like specifically for you, you should have a moment where you kiss her and you have a moment to kind of break away. Like you kiss her and then break away because it's like if you kiss her and linger for too long, it's like, okay, what do I do next? All right. So, but that's just a tip I'm feeling to give you. But you do it how you want to do it. But I would say go for it. It's on how you go about it. Hey, hey. Thank you for being here. And by the way, if you want a live reading, it is $10 for one question, 20 for two questions, 30 for three questions. I do prefer PayPal, and I'm going to put the PayPal link right now. So if you want to PayPal, so if you want a reading, send a PayPal and put your question in the PayPal note. Yes, welcome first timers. But yes, indeed, y'all. Mercury retrograde. Gotta love it. Siobhan says, show some charity and get some clarity. $10 per question. Yes. So how are you all doing? How was y'all's Monday? My Monday was okay. I didn't really do anything much today. My sleeping pattern is off, though, and I think maybe that might be my next video on Mercury retrograde. I also want to talk about, speaking of exes coming back around. So I have more Mercury retrograde topics to talk about, but my sleeping pattern is off. Lately, I've been staying up till like 8 o'clock in the morning, working, of course, but I sleep until like 2 o'clock, and then I get back to work. And it's just like, I'm not used to that, though. I'm used to like going to bed around like 2 a.m., waking up early in the morning. I'm an early bird. Is anyone else here an early bird? I'm not a super early bird. I'm not someone that likes to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, drink your coffee, do yoga. No. I need to wake up at least after 8 o'clock in the morning. All right, preferably 10 a.m. is a sweet spot. 9 a.m. actually is a sweet spot. Is anyone else like me? But my sleeping pattern has been off lately. Hey says, that sounds like me. It's not my energy, though. Definitely X from the retrograde. Yeah. Dark Harris is same here. So my sleeping pattern is all messed up. I stayed up until 6 a.m. last night and saying, right? Like, I've been staying up till crazy hours. And, of course, the coffee doesn't help. But, I don't know. It's Mercury retrograde. Mishaps. I've been super emotional, too. I've been really kind of irritated. But I'm like, I'm trying to, like, calm it down. I just mainly get irritated when I'm trying to do something and, like, there's just so much coming at me at once. That's when I get really irritated during Mercury retrograde. Zoa says, I felt extremely tired today, but not sure why, and emotional. That's Mercury retrograde. But it also depends on your placements, you know, your sun, moon, rising, and the houses those placements are in as well. By the way, someone purchased a birth chart reading for me today. I'm excited to do that. Probably do that this morning, all right, at 8 a.m., right before I go to bed. The way my sleeping schedule is. Let me blow my nose, though, y'all. My nose is, like, so stopped up. I don't know why. And does anyone else feel like you're falling behind? I feel like I'm falling behind. Let me tell you what I mean. I don't know if you saw the mess behind me when I went to my bedroom, but these are all my clothes I have not folded. They're not actually on my bed. They're on this little thingy. I don't know what you would call that. But I'm behind on cleaning my apartment, and that's making me anxious. And we talk about Mercury retrograde and anxiety. So it's just so much, and I'm just so ready for Mercury retrograde to be over. But these videos are actually giving me, like, they're therapeutic for me. Hi, Howie. Hey says, do you feel it's your energy irritated or someone else's? They should give sick days for Mercury retrograde. Well, I work from home, so, but I will say that Fonzie's been irritating me lately because all he wants to do is cuddle all the time, and I have to work. I'm a Capricorn. Like, okay, like we can cuddle in the morning when I wake up. Like, okay, maybe once or twice in the evening, but like I have to get work done, so it's like mainly that frustrates me. And then, like, of course, people at the, the grocery store and Walmart who are too slow, like just little things like that. traffic that's too slow. Hey, says I had to drink the apple cider vinegar mixed with honey to get my energy, or kimbaka. Kumbaka's good. Kumbacha, I don't know how you say it. Zoa says this sucks. Siobhan says, I wonder how many people quit their job during Mercury retrograde and then end up regretting it. Oh my God, that's true. Because once Mercury goes direct, the way we feel now is going to be like, okay, what were we doing? Like, what were we even bothered about? Like, this is going to be different, you know? So don't make drastic decisions during Mercury retrograde. You're going to make one or two anyway, but try not to, all right? Remember, it's just the energies, Mercury retrograde. But I do agree that they should give 6 days for Mercury retrograde. And I believe more people should know about like astrology and Mercury retrograde because like when I was working, you know, at corporate jobs and stuff like that, I would always talk about Mercury retrograde. And like during Mercury retrograde, like the Mercury retrograde type things would happen. Oh, my computer's something's wrong with my computer, Mercury retrograde. Oh, you know, someone, you know, a client said they didn't get an email I thought you sent earlier, Mercury retrograde. And everyone's like, "Oh, Lamarr, he's you know he's kooky, you know, like Mercury retrograde, blah blah blah." No one believes me, but like it's true. Mercury retrograde is annoying. Hey, says, "Did the caffeine? So all the caffeine should be limited. It can give you leg cramps and dehydrate, making you tired." Yeah, it probably is the caffeine. Oh, you're talking to Doc Kara. I'm like, oh yeah, it probably is the coffee. Hey, Tarot Tales. Kumbaka gives you energy. It does give you energy. Yeah. Mickey Nelson says, "Did you guys know that some people associate Capricorn with the Grim Reaper?" I could see that, but the Grim Reaper would more be associated with Scorpio, actually, because for one, Scorpio rules the Death card in tarot. Grim Reaper is associated with death, and also Scorpio rules the eighth house, and that the eighth house is the house of death. All right, which can kind of give insight into the type of death that you may experience. But I don't like getting too much into that. Hey, says, I have a son with autism. He's 8, awakened, and he gets affected by it for sure. Exactly. Tarot says, hey, who has leg cramps? So weird. My left leg is killing me tonight. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde rules the nervous system. So, for example, speaking of 8th house and death, I did a reading on Marilyn Monroe, and I'm kind of scared actually because Marilyn Monroe and I both have 8th house in Pisces, which can mean death by drugs or alcohol, but it can mean a mysterious death, like a death that's never explained. However, Marilyn Monroe had Mars in her 8th house, which means it could be death by a masculine energy because Mars rules masculinity, men. So I find that interesting. Siobhan says maybe it's Saturn influence that gives it the Grim Reaper effect. I could see that. Tarot says, Lamarr, just wondering about a Pisces moon with 8th house. That could be broken heart energy. You know how some people say, you know, you die of like a broken heart? That can be like 8th house in Pisces moon, like 8th house moon in Pisces energy. Because Pisces get their feeling hurt so easily. Siobhan says Scorpio and Capricorn carry death like traits. They do. Valkyrie says, I read somewhere that Capricorn is associated with the devil card in tarot. I'm not sure how true that is, though. Capricorn is associated with the devil card in tarot. I actually did a video on that. Hey, says, my brother died of a mysterious death in July 3 years ago. His birthday is November 18th. He might have 8th house in Pisces. This is making me scared because I have 8th house in Pisces, though. But I don't see me dying from a drug overdose. I don't do drugs. If only, the only drug I ever do is, it's not really a drug, though. It's just like marijuana. It's a plant. You can grow that at home in a legal state, all right? That's how I'll say that. I enjoy that Maryland video. Yes, me too. Michelle says, drink tonic water for leg cramps. That helped me. Does that have anything to do with a mysterious death? If you have 8th house in Pisces or any Pisces energy in your 8th house, yes, it could be associated with a mysterious death. Yes. We have to remember Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune rules illusions and confusions. Ironically, Pisces also rules Hollywood. Neptune rules Hollywood. I did a video on that too. I'm in Virginia. You do have problems with debt. Mickey says, whenever I talk to a Scorpio, I feel like they're reading my mind and we're having a battle of wits. Hey, says he partook in drug socially and he had a grow operation too. Well, you're welcome, Telltale Tales. Siobhan says, I'm Neptune rising and I was born in Hollywood. Child. AK keeps it real. Hey, AK. I will say 8th house in Pisces can also have a peaceful death too. So. But yeah, when you have any water sign energy in your 8th house, especially Scorpio or Cancer, or Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, you have to be careful of drugs. You have to be careful of possibly being set up. All right. Cancer can be set up by family. Okay. And stuff like that. So just saying, but at the very least, I would say Cancer and Pisces especially can be a very peaceful passing away, Scorpio has that Mars energy going for it, so we won't even talk about that. Let's keep it love and light in here, y'all. Telltale says, well, that's cool. I feel like Pisces are led towards shining, but we don't always want exactly. Hey says, well, I was checking the chat out. I will subscribe, review some of your videos to consider reading soon. Sending love and light and better energy to everyone. Good night. Bye, hey. My 8th house is Cancer. I mean, I'm not saying that's how it is how it's gonna be. We're just speaking in terms of dramatics, but it's just something to be mindful of. It also depends on the energy you have in your 8th house, Like, is your sun in your 8th house? Is your moon in your 8th house? Or Siobhan says, how does the 8th house work with in-laws for you, if you don't mind me asking? Dog Care says my 8th house is in Taurus, so maybe I'm in the clear. Taurus can be overindulgence. You have to remember that Taurus is the opposite of Scorpio, so it can be like obsessiveness, like not being able to control something, like overindulgence in food or something like that. God bless us all. Exactly. Yes, Siobhan, good point. Exactly, Telltale Tales. Richard says, hey, Lamarr, because of the lethargy it brings on, has Mercury retrograde been known to start off a depressive episode in people that can tip over into something more clinical? Possibly. That might be something that, you need to go and get checked out, actually, What about 8th house in Gemini? It depends. Oh yeah, that makes sense for me. I can't stand to die to save my life. Mercury can be like degenerative disease. Does that make sense? So if you have like 8th house or if you have 8th house in Virgo or Gemini, that can be like something like possible Alzheimer's, because you have to think Gemini is very like an overactive mind. So if you don't take care of that overactive mind, then it could degenerate on you over time. So that's that kind of energy. By the way, if you want a live reading, it's $10 for one question, 20 for two questions, 30 for three questions. I'm going to post a PayPal link right now. That makes sense. It's Cancer, the mother. Michelle says Taurus loves food. I know many Taurus people, and they love great food more than some. They do love fine wine and nice smelling baths and indulge. Yes, sounds good. Yes, Tauruses love to indulge. But I guess the Tauruses can also be obsessive. So sometimes Tauruses, 8th house and Taurus can be, falling at your own demise. All right, like being, indulgent, or sometimes Taurus can be indulgent in people who bring them to their demise as well, like Libra. If you have 8th house in Libra, for example. By the way, 8th house in Libra can be set up energy, so be careful with that too. And my 8th house is pretty empty, only my vertex there. Yes. Tarot says, it's interesting you talk about Alzheimer's because I worked in a care home where the astrology still applied even though they weren't coherent. Exactly. Exactly. Eighth house and Saturn can be overworking yourself to death, literally. Neglecting your health. Eighth house and Saturn can also be degeneration of the bones, because Saturn rules the bones. So having North Node in the 8th, I know about being set up. Exactly. Rose petals in the bath, I like that too. Yeah, rose petals are nice. My natal Folus is in the 8th house Taurus. It's the only placement there I have. That can mean a lot of things, actually. Got my own mind. I wanna make my own decision. My North Node is just barely in the 9th. Where's your vertex, Lamarr? That's a good question. Let's see. Where's my vertex? I should know where all my placements are in my birth chart. I don't know why I don't. So, oh my God, I wish I could show you my birth chart. My 5th house has Mars in Sagittarius, Sun in Capricorn, North Node in Capricorn, Uranus in Capricorn, and Neptune in Capricorn. My 5th house is in Sagittarius. My 4th house is in Scorpio, and it has Fortune in Scorpio, Pluto in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, Mercury in Sagittarius. Wow. I have really strong 4th house and 5th house energy. But my vertex is... Where is my vertex? Why don't I see it? I think my vertex is in... Hold on. I think it's in Capricorn. Neptune, Uranus, Sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Pluto, Fortune, Moon, Jupiter, Chiron. Why is my vertex not showing up? That's super weird. But my vertex is in Capricorn. My vertex is in Capricorn. I don't know where it's at though, because I can't see it in my actual chart. I think it's in my 5th house though, Siobhan, because literally my 5th house is like chock full of so many placements. But if there were another placement, I don't think it would be able to show up. So I think it's in my 5th house. Hey, Wendy, Telltale says, Siobhan says you lucky. Mars in the 5th, you can snag a bay in seconds then. Ciao. I be trying. Hey, Raziel. Michelle says, I'm saving up Lamarr to get my full birth chart from you. I think I have a lot going on. Yes. The vertex in your chart is fated events, fated relationships. It's fate, really. Fate playing into your life, and how fate may be triggered in your life too. If you've gotten a birth chart reading, you know what it's about. Oh, you're a Capricorn, Raziel? Come through. Siobhan says, damn, Cappy, so you got to have a man that's about that bag, Lamarr. You probably need a business love partnership. That's what I'm thinking. It's funny. I got a reading from someone yesterday. Let me shout her out because I like her a lot. She's on Instagram, so if you want to follow her, I got a reading from Twin Minds 22, and she told me that the boyfriend I'm going to have soon, it's going to be like a partnership that we have. So yeah, like a what do they call it? Power couple kind of thing. Yeah, Twin Minds 22. But yeah, I need a man that that's about his money, honey, period. I like to be spoiled. I have strong 5th house energy. And 5th house is ruled by Leo, and Leos like to be spoiled with nice things, beautiful things. That also explains my lion's mane I have going on here. All right, all this hair. So that 5th house. By the way, Leo rules the hair, or Leos tend to have good hair. All the better for being here. I hope your days have been well. My day's been amazing. What does it mean, Lamarr, if you have your 7th house in Capricorn? You need a partner who's about their money, and because you're about your money. Your vertex is in the 8th, so your fate is triggered by transformative events in your life or death situations. Tarot says, thanks for explaining that. I'm gonna have a sneak peek at mine now. Yes. Oh, your vertex? Baking a quiche, so jumped in late. Ooh, that sounds good. Mm. Pisces will serve you. Yeah, I could see that. With Cap North, no, that's what you need. Yeah, I know. I need a man that's about his money. Let's see what else I have going on in my charts. I never really look at my chart, y'all. I just like looking at y'all's. I have Saturn in Aquarius and Lilith in Capricorn in my 6th house. My 6th house is in Capricorn, of course. And I have Chiron in Leo in the 1st house, or no, I'm sorry, in the 12th house. I think I need to change the thingy because it's saying I'm a 1st house in Leo, but I could have sworn that I'm a 1st house in Virgo. I'm confused. If I'm a 1st house, if I'm a Leo rising, this changes everything I've ever known about myself, y'all. Baby, you make me move. Mm-hmm. 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 Baby, you. Oh, okay. I was really confused. It's like, what the heck is going on? Okay, yeah, so my rising sign in Virgo. Okay, still. My Jupiter's in Virgo, in my 1st house. That actually makes a lot of sense. Hi, just glowing. Ascendant good head of hair considering health issues. Yes. Oh, ascendant in Leo. Exactly. What's the degree of your rising, Lamarr? The degree of my rising sign is 0 degrees. What does that mean? I don't know everything. I wish I knew everything. I don't know everything. Siobhan teaches me a lot. Hey, Jasmine. If you guys want a live reading, by the way, it's $10 for one question. Right now, we're just keep cackling. But if you want a live reading, it's $10 for one question, 20 for 2 questions, 30 for 3 questions. And send your payment to my PayPal. And along with your payment, just send your question in. I wonder what Fonzie's doing. Zero degrees is at the Aries point. Oh, interesting. So I've always been a trailblazer then. Even since I was born. Before I was even born. That makes sense. I pick up on things really easily, I notice. Like it doesn't take me long to figure out what something means. Let's look at my chart further. I'm 11th house in Gemini. I'm 12th house in Leo. 1st house in Virgo, 2nd house in Virgo, 3rd house in Libra. That makes a lot of sense. I love to talk. And my Pluto is actually in my 3rd house in Scorpio. I'm a 4th house in Scorpio, 5th house in Sagittarius, 6th house in Aquarius. That makes sense. And my Saturn is in Aquarius in my 6th house. I'm a 7th house in Pisces. We've already talked about it. I'm an 8th house in Pisces, but I have no placements in my 8th house. So I like that. All right. That could mean a peaceful death. God, please let me have a peaceful death. I'm glad you have excellent insight. Yes. Siobhan says it means you can be Leo or Virgo rising dependent on mood and circumstance. I could see that. I could totally see that because I could be either really sociable and extroverted, or I could be really like closed off and introverted like a Virgo. I could totally see that. Jasmine says, I wish I had more Aries in my chart. Bree says, ooh, 0 degrees is fun to look into. My Venus is in Pisces. My Venus in Pisces is at 0 degrees. Ooh. That's interesting. You've always been magical. Michelle says, what's a cusp exactly? My boyfriend is a Leo, but he says he's also born on a Cancer Leo cusp. I guess he does act like both. A cusper is someone who's born during the time period where one zodiac sign switches to the other. So it's typically like, for example, I don't know if I think you're Capricorn, Michelle. So December Capricorns. December Capricorns are cuspers. Now, I don't care what you think if, cuspers are only people born on the 22nd between the 20. No, I consider anyone born in the month prior to the actual month that the zodiac sign you're associated with is associated with as a cusper. Does that make sense? So, for example, if you are a Scorpio, but you're a Scorpio born in the month of September, you are a Scorpio Virgo cusp. Or is it a Scorpio Libra cusp? I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're December Capricorn, you're a Capricorn Sagittarius cusp. So because I'm a Capricorn born in December, I'm a Capricorn Sagittarius cusper. Wendy, does December 30th count? Yes, it does. So I'm going to look further at my chart. I'm in 8th house in Pisces. I'm a 9th house in Aries. That's interesting. I'm a 10th house in Taurus. And yeah. I hate that my moon is in Libra in my 2nd house. I'm constantly worrying about money. December 28th. Yeah, you're a cusper. Like if you're an Aquarius born in January, you're an Aquarius Capricorn cusper. If you're Cancer born in June, you're considered a Gemini Cancer cusper. You know? Thanks, Lamarr. That's making sense. Exactly. If I get the dates wrong, please forgive me. It's a lot of information to remember. But with that being said, if you want a live reading, it is $10 for 1 question, $20 for 2 questions, $30 for 3 questions. And you can send your PayPal payment. I do prefer PayPal. And if you would like a reading, just send your PayPal payment, put your question with your PayPal note, and we'll get your reading done. Siobhan says 8th house Pisces is your psychic gift, Jupiter in your first. Yes. Yeah, 8th house in Pisces, Jupiter in my 1st house. Yeah, Jupiter does rule psychic abilities too. I just wish my Jupiter was in Sagittarius and not Virgo. Jupiter in Virgo is not the most luckiest placement. Because Virgo is not one that is likely to take risks. So luck is a gamble of risk. Ashley Astrop says I'm a Scorpio. Yes. Wendy says, well, that explains a lot. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, my 5th house is loaded with energies. Bree says my Jupiter is also in Virgo. I feel you, Lamarr. Yeah. Jasmine said, oh, thank you, AK, for your donation. Ashley says, I love you, Lamarr. I love you too, Ashley. Thank you. Jasmine says Jupiter is in Capricorn. What does that mean? It's similar for Jupiter in Virgo. It's just kind of worse for you actually because Capricorn is really restrictive, even more restrictive than Virgo, which is almost impossible. But Capricorn or Saturn actually does rule restrictions, so. Rhythm Nation. No, yeah. Oh, someone sent a donation. Thank you, Angie, for your donation. I just saw it. I don't know why I didn't hear it. Let's see if you put your question in the payment. Okay. Almost everything is in Sag too. It sits there with Mars and Saturn. Oh, child. Jupiter don't like being in Cap, so it will drain some of the juice of the planet. Exactly. Jupiter likes being in Sagittarius because it rules Sagittarius. Jupiter also likes being in Pisces because Jupiter also rules Pisces. Jupiter loves being in any fire sign because a fire sign is going to get a feeling and go off that feeling. Like Jupiter does not have to worry about a fire sign not taking action on something. Jupiter does not like earth signs because earth signs are like, okay, Jupiter's telling me something, let me filter it through my precognizant, my filtering process, that my bullshit filtering process that I have, just to make sure that it's legitimate. And then once I figure out it's legitimate, let me come up with a plan of action to actually. It's like Jupiter, by the time an earth sign has gone through with what they're about to go through, Jupiter's like, you know what, forget it. Jupiter also doesn't like being in air signs because air signs can be the same way as earth signs. Like they overthink it. It's like they get an insight. Jupiter tells them do it, and then air signs like, wait, but I want to do this first. And Jupiter's like, no, do this now. And then air signs like, but I want to do this first. Like it just makes more sense for me to do this. Jupiter's like, I don't have time. So Jupiter likes being in mostly fire. And I would say the only water signs it likes being in really is Scorpio and Pisces because Cancer can be risk prone as well. They like familiarity. So, does that make sense? That's my problem then at Libra Moon. Exactly. Like I'm a Capricorn Libra Moon, myself. So I'm like, when Jupiter tells me something, I'm like, wait, Jupiter, let me think about it first. And Jupiter is like, no, we don't have time to think. Like, just do it. And I'm like, no, I need to think first. I need to write things down. I need to organize it. I can't just jump all willy nilly, Jupiter. Like, what is wrong with you? That's not how I do things. I'm a Jupiter in Virgo. And Jupiter's like, you know what, boy, forget it. Just forget it. It's a mess. So let me cleanse these cards. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck from any past readings. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. So let's get into AK's question. What type of restrictions does Saturn actually impose on a Capricorn? Saturn builds you up to be self-reliant, self-developed, independent, and Saturn therefore restricts you to maintain what it's helped you to build. That's kind of how that works. Does that make sense? Because Capricorns can be like kind of like Scorpio. Like if they don't have that restriction, they can be like super obsessive. Like they can they can have no boundaries. It's the devil card. The devil card is like your most weakest desires, temptations. So it's like if you get a hit of that like all the time and you have no restriction on that, that's kind of what that's what that's about. So let's get into AK's question, you all. Thank you for sending your donation. Also, thank you, Angie, for sending your donation to my PayPal. And if Angie's in the room, please ask your question as well. AK wants to know the general reading that we had 2 days ago. You said something about a court case relating to me or about my job. Okay. Jasmine says, I hate that. I'm laughing because of how many times that has happened to me. I'll get these intuitive hits that I sometimes don't go with. That's what I'm telling you. Jupiter and Virgo. Jupiter in any earth sign or air sign. Jupiter and Virgo in the ninth with Saturn and Mars. I totally understand the overthinking, right? It's like, no, Jupiter, wait a minute. Like, let me just think about this first, please. Just give me a minute. Give me a month, please. To just plan it out. Make sure it's foolproof. You know, and then Jupiter's moved into like a whole different phase. What's going on with AK and her job and any legal issues? It works better when I go with the flow. I forget that all at times and then stuck on stupid. Exactly, Wendy. I think you may have been getting messages mixed up. I don't think I said anything about a legal situation in regards to your job. I see your job is actually fine. So I'm not sure where the message got mixed up there, but I don't see anything with legal issues in your job. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any legal issues with your job at all. I think your job is actually fine. I think you're just getting an itch that like you want to like you're ready for more. You're ready for new. What about for me? I don't see legal issues at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't see any legal issues. So I think you're overthinking. All right, Mercury retrograde, and I think you're fine. I think you do want a new job though, or there's something here where like you're wanting something new in terms of your job. So I think that's what that is. It's like maybe you're kind of I get this sense that like whatever legal issue you thought I was talking about was like, ooh, maybe this will be my chance to, whatever happens, like maybe it'll be my chance to just like break away from the job and whatever happens, I'll finally be able to leave and maybe get a new job. Like that's how I kind of see it. But like don't let the legal situation be the reason for you leaving your job. Just leave, find a new job. That's kind of how I see it. But I don't see anything legal going on. So yes, AK. That's what I see. I see you just want a new job. So hold up, Jupiter, honey. I need to make an itinerary. Exactly. Bree got me rolling. Bree is hilarious. But I'm telling y'all, like Jupiter and Earth signs do not get along. Jupiter and air signs. Jupiter gets so fed up with us. Jupiter's like, oh no, I ain't got time for them. Mm-mm. I feel so bad for Jupiter when it's in an Earth sign because I feel like Jupiter is like, oh, like Jupiter is probably like its Mercury retrograde is when it's in an Earth sign or an air sign. It's like, okay, like I have to get through these air sign and Earth sign skulls, honey, and make them believe that they just need to do it. Jupiter just wants you to do it. So let's get into AK's next question, which is I also want to know about what are the things that men find most attractive about me? That's a good question. I like that question actually. What are some things that men find attractive about AK? Let's see. What are some things that men find attractive about AK? I feel like, do you wear perfume? AK? Or do you make sure you like always smell good? Something like that. And I see something about scent and like leaving your scent behind or leaving some sort of impression behind. Like you always smell good. AK says, yeah, like I feel like you always smell good. And I feel like that's initially what attracts people to you is like the scent. Like it's okay, like there's someone attractive, like I can smell it in the air kind of thing. And you kind of leave an impression. And also it's like you give off this energy, it's like I don't really need you, but I like being around you, or like, I'm just kind of, going with the flow. It's like you don't come off as desperate at all. Like, it's like you're very secure in yourself, I feel. I'm enjoying your silly day too. Yeah, today's my silly day, y'all. All Topics YouTuber says I'm Pisces. We don't get along. I don't like Cancer. They hold a cold-hearted cover. They are cold-hearted, covered up with a mommy complex. Girl, we're gonna talk about Cancer in a second. Kevin says yes. Come on. Kevin is a mess. Ude perfume. Yes, Kevin. Kevin says yes. Come on, Miss Self Fulfilled. Yes. Very Nine of Pentacles kind of girl. Exactly, Kevin. That's what I'm feeling with AK, and I feel like that's what attracts women or men to you. I'm sorry. But you know what? Now that I said women, I wouldn't be surprised if women are also attracted to you. So I feel like it's definitely your security. Like you also dress yourself in nice things. It's very much how you carry yourself is how men are attracted to you, or what attracts men to you. You carry yourself with regality. You carry yourself with a sense of confidence. And it's just I keep getting this energy. It's like I don't need you. I want you, but I don't need you. Men love that. AK says we love you, Lamarr. I love you too. Also, there's something about you are very committed. Like a relationship is work to you, and or a relationship is work, and you understand that, but you're willing to put in the work to make it work. And men also find that attractive too. They can sense that as well. Like a girl who's like a ride or die, or not just a girl, but anyone who's like a ride or die, something like that. Like they sense that. Also, your feelings are a little bit unclear. Men are attracted to that too. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve. There's like mysteriousness there. All right. When it comes to what is she thinking? How does she really feel about me? Is she feeling me? And also, you can be very, I don't want to say bossy, but you have ways where you act like a boss. You're very much a boss lady. Like no nonsense. Like no, like you do what I say. No, this is how you do it. This is the protocol. Like you're very much an alpha female. So I feel like that's what attracts men to you. AK is not thirsty. Exactly. AK is not thirsty at all. Kevin says, AK, you got to teach us your secret. Need out. Exactly. Meow. Okay, yeah. My kind of lady. Yeah, exactly, Siobhan. Alpha female. Yeah, AK is an alpha female. Yes, honey. AK better come through. Let's get into Angie's question now, y'all. Does that make sense, though, AK? By the way, if you want a live reading, sing it, children. Yes, AK. And I would keep looking for a new job. You're gonna find something soon. You kind of have this thing though, where you can be like a little bit like it's almost there's like you like delude yourself. It's like you're looking for a job, but you go into work and you're like, oh, like, it's okay. I have a job. At least I have a job. At least I'm working. It's not that bad. And then you go home and you're like, you take that energy with you. And then it's like a couple days go by and it wears off, and you're like, I need a new job. And you're just like, you keep kind of like deluding yourself into thinking, oh no, my job's fine. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel that energy with you. But I feel like it's you not wanting to look for a new job or not wanting to start something new in general. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck from your past readings. Name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, in Jesus' name I pray. Thank you. Amen, amen, amen. We are a part of the reading. I love this video. I mean, the dance move, she's just slaying it. And you can tell Beyonce was inspired by Janet Jackson. Okay, let's get into Angie's question. By the way, if you want a live reading, it is $10 for one question, $20 for two questions, $30 for three questions. And I do prefer PayPal. I do also accept Super Chat, but I prefer PayPal. And put your question in the PayPal note if you can. But if not, it's okay. Just make sure you ask your question when it's your turn. Let's get into Angie's question. Thank you, Angie, for your $10 donation. And let's see where her question is. Not like it, Lamarr will post to ask Siobhan. Impeccable timing. I don't know what that means. Okay, so Angie says, my question is, my daughter's ex-boyfriend, Max, wants her back. My daughter's ex-boyfriend, Max, wants her back. My daughter thinks they're soulmates. He's a Cancer and she's a Pisces. What do you think? Are Max and Angie's daughter soulmates? Should Angie's daughter take Max back? Are Max and Angie's daughter soulmates? Should Angie's daughter take Max back? I just want to make sure no one sent to PayPal. Okay. Natalie Litkid was asking questions on getting answers from me, Lamarr. Okay, yeah, Natalie Litkid. It's $10 for one question, $20 for two questions, $30 for three, and I just posted the PayPal link. I'll post it again for anyone who wants a reading. Right now, we're answering Angie's question. Are they soulmates? Hey, soul. Are they soulmates? No. Should she take him back? Honestly, no. I don't think she should take him back. She's young, but she's young, so she's gonna do what she wants. But I see him being more self-involved. Like, he's a guy who's like all about himself. So I feel like her emotional needs may come second in this relationship. And in the end, I feel like she's gonna end up resenting, being with this guy. So But I feel like her energy feels unsure about him anyway. So that's what I feel with that. I don't think they're soulmates, and I think this guy might actually possibly be looking for a good time. So be mindful of that. All right. Have a talk with your daughter about, I don't know how old she is, but, just, have a talk with her about boys and how some boys, just want to have fun. They don't want love, they just want to have fun. I think that's kind of what's going on here. All right. Does that make sense? And I feel like you don't like him either. Like you're not really fond of him anyway, Angie. Am I right? Yeah, thank you, Siobhan. Yes, it is $10 for one question, 20 for two questions, 30 for three questions. And if you want a question, send your PayPal payment. It's $10 for one question. Thank you. Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's what I feel with him. I don't think they're soulmates. This might be one of those kind of things where your daughter needs to kind of, learn her own lesson along the way. Angie says, yeah, I'm not really sure what to think of him. Yeah, it's kind of too soon to tell, but he's not someone that can hide his true intentions or emotions for too long, so. Yeah, Siobhan says hit the PayPal link preferred or hit the super chat, show some charity, get some clarity, $10 per question. By the way, there's 29 people in the room. Please like the video. Thank you. Did anyone else get the feeling yesterday though that there was someone else in the room doing work on the trolls? Was it just me? Because I thought about that I was thinking about that today. I was like, I really think someone else was in the room last night, not saying anything, doing some type of magic. I hate to bring the trolls up again, but it was just such a moment, Do I think he's a bad guy? No. He's just young. Fonzie. It definitely could be Fonzie. Where is he, by the way? I don't know what he's doing. I need to go check on him real quick. Hold on. He's quiet, so I'm not going to disturb him. Your daughter will regret dating him. Thank you for your advice, guys. You're so welcome, Angie. And I wish you the best of luck with your daughter. I imagine that when I become a parent, I'm going to be so overprotective. I'm already overprotective of Fonzie. Yeah, we usually hear him talking to you. I know he's probably in the dining room. He likes to sit on the dining room chair underneath the table and hide. So I know I felt good after the live. I did too. I felt really good after the live. And I felt even better after I took my spiritual bath. I was like, okay. Whatever that person tried to do, whatever they had going on, But you know what? I really felt like I was really thinking deep about this. I was just thinking, number one, like, who would, like, what's the MO? Like, what's the motive? I mean, I was tapping into the energy of the troll. And I was like, I think we made them feel bad, actually. Like, I think we made them feel like shit. I mean, I felt bad for a second, but then I was like, well, what do you expect, you know? Thank you, Marley the Barber, for your donation. All Topics YouTuber says, I went straight to sleep after the live. Ciao. Bree says, funny you brought that up. I just tried surrounding you and the well wishers in the chat with love and light. See? Yeah, I feel like there's people in the room that like just there's people in the room that love being here and not saying anything, but I think there's people in the room that love being here and not saying anything and also are knowledgeable of magic or are knowledgeable of spirit and know how to ward off negative energies. So it's just like attracting like, and I love that. So is Marley the Barber here? Okay, so Rebel says yes. Can I? Yeah, ask your question now. So Rebel. All Topics YouTuber says, yep, I love being here. Exactly. Like, we just love chilling. Hey, 31 people in the room. Like, you know, there's like 5 people talking, but 31 people in the room. And that's like okay with me. You know, not everyone has to like chat with us and talk. It's a show. Michelle says, I definitely love being here too. Exactly. Siobhan says, thank you, Bree. Yes. I feel like it's just fellowship when we come together. I love it. I love it. So Halloween, you all. I want to do candle magic for everyone, but I need to pay my rent first. And I'm like, I should have my rent paid by the end of the month. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just more so worried about what is magic I want to do for everyone, for all of us, and how. That's what I'm really worried about, mostly. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way. That's the way. Because I've already paid like half. My rent's already half paid, so I don't really have to worry about it. Now, of course, I have more money coming in. I have money saved, so I'm just like, okay, I just need to pay it off and figure out what I'm gonna do. See, this is all Mercury retrograde. I wonder if it's Jupiter too. Jupiter's probably telling me just right now to do it, and here I am, like, wait, Jupiter, I need to do this first and that first. And Jupiter's probably like, you know what? Forget it. Just forget it. Michelle says I'm a regular now. Yeah. Zoe says just listening while I clean. Oh, that's amazing. Sweet Potato says I enjoyed tuning into it for a chunk of time. Yeah, I was on for like 4 hours yesterday, but it was really fun. Doc Harris says I enjoy the energy here for sure. Me too. We're listening to Soul Rebel's question. Oh, you missed the troll, Sweet Potato Greens. Oh, we had a nasty troll yesterday, but we really prayed for the troll. We prayed the troll out. It was just really actually fun. I think we had fun with the troll. At their expense, but we still had fun. Bree says, all I know is that I've been told that I have a calming and peaceful aura present, so I try to help her. Can you do, Bree? Amy says, I feel bad for people who are trying to get the courage to go live and then the trolls show up. Yeah, definitely. It's not fun. And that's why I try to be a beacon of light for everyone. Because like I told you guys, I know that other readers watch me. Like, you've heard readers shout me out before. But I also know other, like, smaller readers watch me too. So I'm like, I know that, you know, I have a lot of subscribers, and I place myself in a position in this spiritual community to be like someone that people look up to, right? I've worked hard at that. I'm proud of that. But with being a spiritual community leader, you have to also have a sense of professionalism, even in dealing with the trolls. Does that make sense? So trolls are going to come. Deal with it, but deal with it in a professional way. Period. Deal with it in a spiritual way as well if you need to. All right, so Wendy says the love and light always felt you. Don't have to say what exactly. What flavor are you drinking, Lamarr, in that cup? I'm drinking Pike Roast with wheatgrass. It's Pike Roast with wheatgrass. I've had it since like 2 o'clock this evening, so it's pretty much cold. But I'm trying not to drink sugar. I would like to know what you're wearing around your neck. Everyone asked me about this. It's a love necklace. I don't know I don't know what it means. I don't know. I know it attracts love. I don't know what's in it. I just bought it. But I don't have a boyfriend yet, so it's not working so far. But everyone keeps asking about it, so it's doing something. Last night was so uplifting. It was really uplifting, right, Anne? Wendy says some have stopped doing lives due to the negatives. Exactly. Yeah, you can't let the trolls get to you. So, Rebel, right now I'm cleansing the cards, as you can see, for your question. All right. Sorry for talking so much. But I'm about to get into your question. So, chill out. All right. Thank you for your donation. So, Soul Rebel wants to know, how many snakes do I have around me? I'm a trans barber, and I feel the pull of something or someone trying to weigh me down. I just can't put my finger on it. So are you a male to female trans or a female to male trans? How many snakes does Soul Rebel have around them? Female to male. How many snakes does Soul Rebel have around them? Do you work around a lot of masculine men? Or is it like a beauty shop kind of thing? I don't see snakes around you. I don't really see snakes around you. I just see like maybe the evil eye. You may get the evil eye every now and then. You may get people like really judging, like you're critiquing your work. Eyes are definitely on you when you walk into your workplace, the barbershop, because you do stand out. I feel like you work around a lot of masculine men. You are a female to you're a female to male or a male to female? Let me go back. Okay, you're a female to male. Okay, so the thing with this is that some of the men that are looking at you actually are intrigued and actually may be romantically, sexually interested or intrigued. Others are just confused. Others are also threatened by you being there. But as far as like a specific enemy, I do see a King of Wands, one person, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But I don't really see him being like a really big problem. I just see him mainly like kind of just talking to everyone about you, like, oh, what's he, or what are they, what are they doing? Like, like I saw, them the other day, and they cut this person's hair, and it was like all this and that. It's like, what is their like? They're just very critical. This fire sign, but at the same time, they're intrigued by you. So it's like that's what I'm sensing. I don't really see snakes around you, though. I feel like you are just picking up on a lot of energies being thrown at you, and you don't know how to deal with that or protect yourself. So that's your issue. A white girl and a black guy, receptionist and a black gay barber. Oh, okay. I mean, there's still, whether it's a white girl, a black girl, white guy, Asian guy, whatever I said stands. I'm sticking to it. And I just feel like you need to learn how to protect your energy. You should start wearing All Topic says, hey, they probably want a threesome child. It's interesting. I will say, this is a good topic. A lot of people do sexualize, especially in the workplace, trans people, not just trans people, LGBTQ people, especially if you are in a workspace and you are one of or the only LGBTQ trans person in the room, all right? So you have to know how to deal with those energies, all right? You need to know how to protect your energy. You better know how to deal with a lot of energies thrown at you. So one reason why I cannot stand working in the corporate world, because that's what I deal with. Like, do I consider myself transgender? In a sense, yeah. Do I want to be a woman? No. Do I like dressing up as a woman every now and then and, kind of tapping into my femininity? Yes. All right. Do I have to know how to deal with the energies thrown at me when I do decide to, tap into that femininity and go out into the world? Yes. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. All right. So with that being said, you definitely need to start probably wearing like a pendant when you go into work, like a rose quartz or bracelets. This is shungite. This will protect negative or ward off negative energy. This is an evil eye bracelet. So get into stuff like this. But also you should get into meditating and literally cleansing your energies. I would say you need to like take a spiritual bath every night for like a week. There's just a lot being thrown at you. That's what I'm feeling. I don't feel like you really have any enemies. So what should you do? You should try maybe talking, like trying to interact with people at work a little bit more, so they can get a feel of your energy, and they're not left kind of trying to figure out what your energy is about. On the sidelines while you're trying to work and cut hair, you're feeling all this energy coming at you at once. And it's like that. That's what I'm feeling. So. Does that make sense? The trifecta, exactly. I'm sure they do. They do. They will sexualize. If you are an LGBT person, PSA to the LGBT community. No, I'm sorry, the LGBTQ IA. I don't even know what the IA is. But anyway, LGBT. I'm just leaving it to LGBT. The LGBT community. Be aware that you may be sexualized in the workplace. All right? By your straight counterparts. It's a part of unfortunately, it's part of the experience of being an LGBT person. LGBT person. But you know who else also experiences this type of thing? Women also experience, being sexualized in the workplace a lot of times. Men also do, experience being sexualized in the workplace a lot of times. However, it's a very isolated experience for LGBT people. Siobhan says they hating. Next time you go to work, walk in with your long fur coat on. It don't have to be exactly. They're hating. They don't understand. It's just like a lot of energies, So thank you for being honest, by the way, about your trans experience. I love that. Ninth, Oblivious says, suffered a broken neck in 1988. Oh, you just blocked the black ones today. Yes, so Rebel. Yes. Wear that to work every day. Take a spiritual bath and you'll be fine. By the way, if you want a live reading, it's $20 or $10 for one question, 20 for two questions, 30 for three questions. I'm going to post the PayPal link again. If you want a live reading, send your payment to my PayPal, and along with your payment, send your question so we can get your reading done. Michelle says, in a world where you can be anybody, be yourself. We love you, Lamarr. I love y'all too. And thank you so much. You're welcome, So Rebel. Is anybody watching Watchmen? I've never heard of that before. All Topic says, ninth, why not go to the hospital? You probably need a procedure. You may need some CBD oil now for pain. Yeah, So Rebel says, yeah, I can't focus on my work when they focus on me so much, but it gets in the way, but I'm very attractive. Look at my videos on my channel. I don't know if it will let me look at your videos on your channel on here. Can you put your link to your channel in the chat box, So Rebel, please? Or I can just look you up on my phone. Honestly, like some female to male transgenders be looking like fine. I'm not gonna lie. I think I found you actually. Yeah. Honestly, if you didn't say that you were trans, I would have literally thought you were a man. You better work. Yes. Ninth of Baby says, I've already smoked a bowl. So All Topic says, so you look just like a man. You do hormones? Oh, you do hormones. Okay. Siobhan says straight men don't understand why somebody wouldn't want that community peen they be passing around. Right? Little nasties. All Topics YouTuber says he's handsome. Why he is handsome, right? All Topics YouTuber says exactly he looks like a man. Keep it up, so you're gorgeous. Yes. Yes. Some female to male transgenders be looking fine. I already told y'all I follow a couple on YouTube. Actually, I should tell some. Okay, so I trust them now. So let me tell you who they are, because I actually don't know who they are. I haven't watched them in a while. So they're both white, by the way, because I haven't found, well, except for now, So Rebel. Right, Siobhan? He's fine. I literally don't know their names. I follow way too many people. I need to unfollow some of these people because I don't even know who half these people are. Okay, this guy's a trans guy. So he's a trans guy as well, and his name is Jamie Dodger. Oh, you can't see it. I love his channel. And he's fine to me. Michelle says, I would love to be a man. Yes. He is handsome. Yes. Hi, Taisha. Now everybody looking at Soul. You okay, Soul? Siobhan says, I've been a man most of my past lives. I asked to come in be a woman. Exactly. Yeah. I believe that. I believe in past lives. Some of us have been a woman, we've been men. And it shows up in our energy in this life, too. Peace, Soul Rebel. Sorry for if we, made you wait it out. Sometimes we just take stuff and run with it here. I hope we ain't ran so up. I know, right? Like, we're so nosy. We always go in. Sometimes we go in too hard, but it's just who we are. We don't mean any harm by it. Sweet Potato Green says he looks kind of skaterish. That YouTuber you showed. Oh yeah, I forgot what his name is already. But yeah, I don't even know how I found him, to be honest. I don't even know why. I don't want to listen to this, actually. I just wanted to show you all him. So I'm going to put my music back on because I'm not listening to what he's saying and he's just talking in my ear. Okay, so Michelle says, I believe in past lives for sure. I've had some real life dreams and was a man. Yes. Oh, you still here? So exactly, Siobhan. Amy says, I'm a woman, but I have so much masculine energy. Exactly. I mean, I have a lot of feminine energy, and I'm a man. So, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I get mistaken for an actual woman. Serious love light here. My whole chart masculine. Y'all, I watch a video where a guy is polyamorous and he lets he lets worms crawl up his pee hole. Oh my god. That is too much. I cannot. What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ. I did not want to hear that. That's crazy, though. There's some crazy people out there. Michelle says, well, I'm bi and have been for a while. Yes, Michelle. I'm just me. Exactly. All topics YouTuber, girl. Taisha says, I can see you getting mistaken for a woman because you're cute. Oh, thank you. Michelle says, I find women more attractive. You know what's really funny? I feel like sometimes women look at me and are attracted to me because they think I'm a woman or they're attracted to the femininity in me. I feel like I attract studs. I attract studs a lot. They kind of scare me, honestly. Studs kind of scare me. I like them. They're cool, but I just feel like I'm universally attractive, if that makes sense. Girl, the worms crawling up the pee hole got me together. I have to fan myself. You guys know I can't stand bugs, but just that image alone was just like, okay. Yes, that sounds like BDSM. What is I was actually talking to a client, this guy I know from high school actually. And I did his chart and we were just kind of talking about like, oh, what are you into like sexually? I pegged him as like kind of vanilla, but he's like, oh, I'm into BDSM actually. I was like, what? I had to research what that was. And BDSM is like being tied up and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. Like, wow. Didn't see that coming with your Venus and Virgo, Mars and Virgo. Wow. But I can see that actually, because Virgos can be a little bit psychological. And I feel like BDSM is psychological. Like, you know. All Topic says, yes, doll. He said he's actually being penetrated by worms in the video he's here on YouTube. That is so crazy. Oh my God. That is just too freaking much. Like, what is wrong with this man? How do the worms get out? The problems of having an overactive mind is that you see images too clearly sometimes. Can't unsee that now. Thank you, Michelle. So Rebel says, I'm definitely universally attractive. You can't put me in a box. Exactly. Thank you, So Rebel. I feel you on that. Yes, exactly. Hey, Five Blessed. Dog hair says I can't. Wendy says, oh my God, I've done a lot in my time here. Really? I know y'all be listening to me and cleaning, honey. Y'all be going on drives, girl. The Virgos I know are pretty wild in bed. Childhood was a revelation to me. When he said BDSM, I was like, wait, let me research, because it's not what I think it is it? All Topics YouTuber says, I'm falling off my couch laughing at Lamarr reading my comments. Siobhan says BDSM is very Virgo, Scorpio, Cap, and Aquarius. I had to find out. I was like, wow. But it's psychological though, BDSM. So that makes sense. Being tied up is psychological, you know, like that type of stuff. It's dominance, you know. Haven't done it all. Yeah, I've not done BDSM. I don't know. But maybe it's my thing. I don't know. I have Venus in Scorpio. I have Virgo rising. I'm a Capricorn. I don't know, but he's also with various men and women. Girl, it can be very technical for me. Yes. I'm like attracted to smells, but I think that's my like sensual Venus earthiness. Like smell like just like a man smell like you can't smell bad. Ugh. But like just the natural scent of a man is very attractive. Natural scents are attractive, I find. Yeah, being tied up is cool. Somehow that makes it worse, child. Being tied up is cool and all, but the worms, I can't do the worms. I can't do the bugs. I don't like being tied up, period. I can't be tied up, period. No, I need to have control over the situation. If anything, I'm tying someone else up. Yeah. My Virgo friends are like sweaters set in pearls by day, leather mask by night. Oh my God, I'm learning. Yes, and he said he he said a female used to watch him. Okay. Taisha says I like Aries, but Caps are bossy. They don't like that mine left me in 14 years. We are bossy, and we're really bossy in the bedroom. Five Bless says, eating spaghetti, reading the comments. That sounds good. Spaghetti. Bree says, being tied up and blindfolded is quite the experience. I would have to be with someone I really trust. Like, it definitely can't be a random like hookup. Even though I don't like random hookups, but I would only do BDSM if I've been with someone for a year or more. Like, that's the only way I'm letting you tie me up and blindfold me. Because, like, eventually at some point, I'm going to be like, okay, no, like, I'm done. Like, I need to have control. Wendy says also goes with the dominant and the submissive, a top and a bottom. Exactly. Siobhan says, all that fifth house and no BDSM, Lamarr, girl, you never say never, right? Never say never. That'd be me, Lamarr, tying them up. I think I would be like to be the one to tie them up. I might be tied up once or twice by someone I really trust, but you're not going to get me tied up easily, honey. No. Anne says, not trying to kink shame all topics, but the thought of worm guy is, oof, I know, right? Siobhan says, people playing with worms. All I need is a bag of flaming hot Cheetos and a cold beer in bed and we on. Exactly, Siobhan. I don't need any worms, honey. No, 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 no. Basic Instinct stopped me from getting tied up. I've never seen that movie, and from the sounds of it, I don't need to see it. So who really has control of me? Exactly. Siobhan says, yeah, you got to trust to engage in that kind of thing. Exactly. I might be tied up and you might be going through my stuff. Like, okay, what's going on? You might be stealing, going through my phone and stuff. No, I need to see. I need to see what's going on. This is why Jupiter doesn't like me, because Jupiter is like, Anne says some people can switch. They are the ones dominating some of the times, and other times they're being tied up with some light pressure on the neck. That actually sounds kind of hot. But yeah, I like to switch. I'm versatile. I'm verse. Is anyone else here verse? Boys and girls? Wendy says it's about that shadow side. Exactly. Taisha says it's a good movie. I've heard it's a good movie. Isn't that the one with Sharon Stone where she like has no panties on and she's like lifting her legs up and down and like she's getting interrogated? It's never a dull moment in this room, right, Michelle? Smash or pass game, anyone? Yes, let's do smash or pass. I'm down. Taisha says, not that thief that tie you up and steal, girl. You just never know, honey. I'm just saying. I'm trying to, I'm a Libra moon, so I see all sides of the situation. That's my downfall, but also my blessing at the same time. Amy says, but in BDSM, the person who is tied up is the one in control because they can stop the whole thing with the safe word. I didn't think about that. Okay. Wendy says they never even go there. It's a professional job too. It is a professional job. Like BDSM, I know people get paid to do that. Like, and the only way I know that is because of Pose. Does anyone watch Pose? There's like at the end of season 1, I think Elektra gets Lulu into like, or is it Lulu or is it Blanca? But she gets one of them into like BDSM and making money. I'm like, girl, I wish I could get paid to do that. Jeremy says I'm verse, but with a top. Yes, Jeremy, come through. Michelle says nope, and that's great. Ain says for a first time tying up or being tied up, highly recommend restraints with Velcro. Justin Bieber, smash or pass? Smash. Because he just seems like a freak, honestly. He's a Pisces. So, sometimes Pisces can have no limits, which can be a good or bad thing. Yes, verse. Yes, Siobhan. Yeah, Sharon Stone was in Basic Instinct. By the way, she's such a pretty woman, Sharon Stone. Yes, all topics. You're Pisces. Taisha says, I've always wanted to sleep with a woman, but never did. They can tie me up, no blindfold, they might seal. Girl, I'm telling you. They'll go through your phone. Mm-mm. Oh my God, here we go. Is this the Scorpio season? It is Scorpio season. Zell Swag. I don't know who that is, actually. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking up Zell Swag. Sorry. How you be calling me? Okay, Zell Swag. Sorry. Glad that you was wrong, and then she wouldn't have to worry. Zell Swag. I'm gonna have to pass. I've never seen him before, but I'm gonna have to pass. He's cute. He's pretty. Ali, I love Aaliyah. Yes. That's my song. Boy George from Culture Club, 80s pop. Boy George. Boy George. Oh, I think I know who that is. I think I'm gonna pass on Boy George. Let me see though. Boy George. '80s pop from Culture Club. Boy George Culture Club. Oh, he's pretty. But I'm gonna have to pass. He's pretty. I'm gonna have to pass though. He seems obsessive. It's a pass for Zell. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. Yeah, Taisha says good choice Zell on Zell, not your type. Yeah, Zell's not my type. That's a thing. Ray J, child. Oh my God, Ray J. So the thing about Ray J is that I really love Brandy, and I've always loved Brandy, and Brandy's always been the bigger sister in my head. I don't know. I don't really see Ray J like that, but I don't want to say pass because maybe Ray J might be able to finesse me in person and be like, "Oh, okay, like you got a little bit of swag to you." So I'm gonna have to say, I don't know. That's a tough one. What do y'all think about Ray J? Pass. Dark says pass on Ray J. I think I'm gonna pass on Ray J too. Pass on Justin, Zell, and Boy George. Yes on George Michael if he were alive and bi or hetero. George Michael is cute. According to your sign, Lamarr, what's your type? I like Scorpio energy. I like water signs and certain earth signs. Pass on George for me, smash on Ray J. Yes. Jeremy says Ray J is cute, but that stroke game on Kim was a no for me. I have never even seen that video. But you know what? Just the fact that that video is out there alone is going to make me have to pass on Ray J. Like, it's kind of like Siobhan said, like, community dick. Like, I'm not interested in that. So, ooh, Siobhan says I got a Ray J story. Wink, wink. Girl. Siobhan says I passed myself. Siobhan, honey bunny. Are you saying Ray J tried to hit on you, Siobhan? Ray J does seem like a flirt. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Taisha says Ray J might put you in the pool like he did Princess. Exactly, and that's definitely gonna be a no for me. All right. I bet Princess was pissed if he did when he did that. Obama is a smash. Yes, honey. Obama's a smash. Absolutely. Obama's fine, honey, and I've seen him in person twice. Ninth of Baby says, I'm 41 years old. I used to have vinyl and the cassette tape. Yes. Jeremy says Pornhub it the fuck ASAP. Is it on Pornhub? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Pornhub. The Kim and I've seen clips of it. I've seen clips where Kim is giving him a blowjob moment, right? And Kim is being a diva, like, and it's just that alone just made me not interested. I'm like, okay. Girl, not the stroke game, child. Smash for Obama. Yes, Obama is a smash. Absolutely. Ray J tried to hit on you in 99. Why did you pass, Siobhan? Were you just not feeling him? Doja Cat. So Doja Cat is a female, but I will still rate females. I don't really care. I'm trying to get a good picture of her, actually. I thought I heard Fonzie for a second. Her look switches up. She looks different, like, with each wig she puts on, with each outfit. So it's like, I feel like maybe if Doja caught me at like the right moment, and like I would be like, "Ooh, child." So I'm gonna have to smash for Doja. By the way, this is Brandy, Aphrodisiac, playing right now. So I'm gonna have to say smash for Doja. What do you think for Doja, y'all? This video was interesting to say the least, but I love the song. So speaking of Ray J. Okay, let's get into Ashanti really quickly, you all. He's swapping intelligent. Ooh, Michelle and Barack is that Capricorn energy. Yes. Smash on Doja. Exactly. I take it smash is a good thing. Yes, smash is a good thing. I hear she may peg too. Oh my God. I could see that with her. And it says smash is hooking up sex. Yes, smash is hooking up sex. Ooh, I can't wait to get next to you. Oh, I can't. The only thing about Ashanti is that she can't dance. Make me say your name if I didn't. By the way, if you want a live reading, it's $10 for one question, 20 for two questions, 30 for three questions. I'm going to post a PayPal link right now. Shabana hot mess. I have to tell you what happened, Lamarr. It was a whole mess. Girl, was it at a Moesha taping? Because I don't know why I see it like at a Moesha taping or something like that. Puffy is a pass. Puffy creeps me out. Like, I wouldn't want to be in the same room with Puffy. I get very creepy vibes from him. Ty wasn't sure where y'all were going. Rihanna's a smash. No, ma'am, on Puff Diddy or whatever his name is this week. And yeah, no, Puffy's a pass. Taisha says Puffy. I don't know. I would have to think about it, girl. And it says pass on Puffy. He's never getting over J Lo. Child. Speaking of J Lo, isn't she doing the Super Bowl? Yes, smash Rihanna exactly, Anne. Knight says if there's only one person of your dreams that you can smash, who would it be? Well, you know, I have strong Mars and Sagittarius energy, so there's not just one person that I would want to smash. However, let me think of someone actually. And only you can make me feel. I don't know why I feel like this may be really weird, but it's just one person. If I had to choose someone that I would smash, like, I don't know, it's hard to choose, but like, I think Zayn Malik is hot. And he seems like a freak. He's a Capricorn too. So, like, I would love to smash Zayn Malik. Like, all we need is a couple blunts, maybe, because you know he smokes weed. Maybe a few drinks, all right? Nothing too hard. And, like, I'm sure we would have so much fun. Oh my god, All Topic says worms. Girl, pass. No, ma'am. Jeremy says Ashanti's the type to throw her hands up and look from right to left, but that just be on repeat, and that's her thing. Exactly. Like, no, Ashanti, we need more honey. We need dynamic, all right, moves. Pass on J-Lo. Yeah, I'm going to pass on J-Lo. It was at Fair from Destiny's Child birthday party. Girl. Child. I wouldn't be surprised if Fair and Ray J messed around, actually, now that you mentioned that. Puffy is a Scorpio. Yeah, Rihanna's gorgeous. I'm trying to ignore Fonzie when he meows because he's a little bit clingy and codependent, and I'm trying to break that out of him. You can't be clingy or codependent. Just one? Oh. There's so many that, like, I would smash. It's just hard. I can't choose just one person. I don't know. I can't think of just one person. I'm trying to think of even old Hollywood stars that, like, I used to find fine. I can't think of any. I'm older, so I don't recognize any of these people. Taisha says he must be a Capricorn. Child. Fonzie's a whole mess, y'all. Robert Halford. Apollo, oh my gosh. Can we talk about Apollo, Phaedra's ex? Listen, I'm not particularly one. No, I have nothing against people who've been to jail. I have nothing against felons. I personally don't like dating felons. I personally don't like dating people who have been to jail, who have issues with going in and out of jail. However, Apollo is a smash. Period. You can fight me. It's just a smash. I'm not dating him. I'm not marrying him. I'm marrying him. Maybe it's a two or three smashes, but it's nothing more than that with Apollo. Oh, poor Fonzie, he needs a playmate. Yeah, he does need a playmate. Robert Halford. Rob Halford. Girl, Rob Halford is A pass. Is this Rob? A pass, honey. You know what's funny with Tyson Beckford? I'm actually gonna have to pass. Sorry. If you want a live reading, by the way, it's $10 for 1 question, 20 for 2 questions, 30 for 3 questions. And send your payment to my PayPal along with your question, and we'll get your reading done live. Let me see what's going on with this cat. Sorry. Right now he's eating, so he's fine. Okay. Judas Priest, that is Rob Halford. Why do you keep me yelling? Why do you keep me yelling? Robert Redford. Kitty. This is why I did not want to let you in here, because you do too much. Yeah, you do too much. Yeah, you do. Oh God, Robert Redford Young. Let's see. Robert Redford when he's young is definitely a smash. Smash Robert Redford, but would prefer Paul Newman. Ooh. You can count on Fonzie to take over the show. Exactly, he always does. Okay, so let's look at Paul Newman. Fonzie, do you have something to say to the audience, or are you just having your co-host moment? Okay, Paul Newman's a smash. I don't know if that's actually a good picture of him though. Let's see if I can find a better picture. Yes! Paul Newman's a smash, absolutely. Fonzie's cracking me up. He's such a mess. Yes, Lamarr, still reading. Fonzie about to pull another card for the room. Exactly. Yeah, I'm still reading. If you want a live reading, it's $10 for 1 question, 20 for 2 questions, 30 for 3 questions. Buddy, you're gonna have to get out of the room soon. AK says Wendy Williams younger. Let's see. What are you doing? Yeah, get down. Get down. Come over here. Thank you. Wendy Williams Young. Wendy was actually pretty when she was younger. But I'm gonna have to pass because she just reminds me of like my mom or something like that. Like, I'm gonna have to pass. Taisha says, "Are you kidding me? Not Wendy, never, girl. Wendy, honey, I tried to, you know." Okay, I got a reading. Thank you, Yuso, for your or Yusuf for your donation. But are you going to get off my lap so I can do the reading, or are you going to help? What's your situation? It would be one thing if you could just sit in here while I do readings. Yeah, I know you understand that I'm talking to you. I understand. I know you understand. It would be one thing if you could just sit in here while I do readings and kind of do your own thing, but you just like to cuddle all the time. You like to be in my lap. And if I'm putting any attention out on you, you like to get in front of whatever I'm putting attention on. Yeah. So can we come to an agreement or a solution, please? I know you're so cute. You're trying to win me over with your. You probably have. I feel like Fonzie's a water sign. You all. I have to do a video, Fonzie. When you get a brother or sister, I really hope that you play with them as much as you like want to play with me. Because I heard that Fonzie actually can be a bully with other animals from other readers or well, people who've read on me. They're like, I think Fonzie might be a bully if you get like other pets. So, are you going to be mean to your brothers and sisters when you have them? Are you? You silly cat. Fonzie co-hosting all 2019. I'm telling you, he's super cute and loving, but very needy. He's very needy, and I'm like trying to break him out of it. Have I ever done animal energy readings? I have before. I don't do it often. Lay one of your shirts with your cats where he likes to lay. I never thought about that actually. I will do that. I'll do that because he's like super needy. He's really clingy, and it's like cute for like 2 seconds, but it's like Fonzie. I have to get work done. A true Capricorn reminds me of my Cancer husband, Fonzie. Ciao. Ricky Martin is an absolute smash. You guys know I love my Latin poppies, honey. And Ricky Martin is definitely a Latin poppy. Right, Fonzie? Fonzie, would you smash or pass Ricky? What do you think? Uh-oh. What do you think, Fonzie? Would you smash or pass? I don't think Fonzie cares. You don't care, Fonzie. Okay, I'm about to take you out, Fonzie, in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You have 2 more minutes to cuddle, and I have to get back to work, buddy. No more meowing outside the door. Because if I leave the door open, you're just going to come in and out and hop on my lap, hop off, hop on my lap, hop off. This is why I close the door. So get your cuddles out, and I have to get back to work. But hi. Hi. Meow. Smash Jimmy. Jimi Hendrix? Yeah, just like a baby Fonzie. Exactly. Fonzie, he has a reading. He has a reading, sweetheart. Let Fonzie pull the cards. Exactly. Oh, put Fonzie in a shirt. That would be really cute. Pull up a chair for Fonzie. I should do that. Maybe he would actually sit in it. Let me just put you. Oh, look, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, Jesus Christ. As long as you're not on my lap, that's fine. Okay? Let me just do this reading, please. Well, why did you get underneath there in the first place? Find your way out. Find your way out. Not on my lap, though. Oh, my God. Okay, Fonzie, let's go, buddy. We gotta go. Say goodbye to the people. Say bye. Can you say bye? Say bye. Meow. Meow. Come on. Come on, kitty. Okay, let's go. I guess I'll get a shirt. Yeah. What are you doing? Can you just get up here? Get up here. Okay, just stay there. Please just stay there. Oh, Jesus Christ. He wants to get in my lap. He always wants to be in my lap. You have to leave. You can train him to use the toilet too. Cats are super intelligent. Bye, Fonzie. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Girl, your meow takes me. Meow. 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 Okay, Fonzie, let's go. Let's go. I know you don't want to get off my lap. I know you're mad that I'm taking you off my lap. I know. I know. Come on, let's go outside. Okay. You can come back before I go live, before I leave. Lord have mercy, he's like a child, y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to train him to not be so needy. And also I want him to understand that like this is my workspace. So I have to learn to not ignore him when he meows. But I'll let him back in before I leave so you all can say bye to him. He can come in and y'all know how he is. Okay. I'm sorry, Yusuf. What is your question? It must be Chinese, my meow. So let's see if Yusuf put his question in the PayPal note. Catnip works wonders. Oh, I do have catnip actually. Should I give him some catnip? He probably won't. Is Yusuf here? Let me see if Yusuf put their question. Payment done. Okay. So Yusuf, if you're here, please ask your question. I'm so sorry. Fonzie took up all that time. Lil Kim is a pass. Cardi B is a pass. Tiffany Haddish is a pass. Ooh. I don't know. I'm sure Tiffany, though, is attracted to some people out there. Definitely. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of the stuck many past readings. The by some Holy Ghost, Jesus, and my print. Thank you. Yes, the meow. If he not, can I please get it? Meow, meow. Okay, so let's get into Yusuf's question. So Yusuf wants to know if this sexual tension chemistry with is in my head. With who? Is the sexual tension and chemistry in Yusuf's head? Is the sexual tension and chemistry with the person Yusuf is thinking about or is inquiring about in his head? Cat weed. Yeah, I have some catnip. But Fonzie's so picky. He doesn't play with his toys. I got him some toys. Maybe we need to probably get him some better toys. Hey, Princess Laura. Is the sexual tension in Yusuf's head or is it reality? Is it with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus woman or feminine energy, possibly? The catnip has to be top shelf. Oh, child, I got some from Walmart, so I don't know if that's top shelf. Probably should just get some from a Botanica. Wendy says Fonzie will love catnip. They get relaxed and their eyes glaze over. Catnip must be fresh and good quality. Is Yusuf here? I'm trying to get clarity on these questions. I feel like it's partly in your head. I feel like whoever this person is, they're interested, but I don't think they're as interested in the situation as you are. So I feel like there's like a faint attraction coming from them, but it's mostly coming from you. You know how sometimes like the energy is so strong that you can like think it's a thing in your head, like, or it's like, you know, it's just like your energy is so strong that it's like you're pulling them in. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's not all in your head, but I feel like what attracts the both of you is different. I feel like maybe you're more attracted physically, she's more like it's a mental attraction with her. Yep, yeah, Yusuf. I feel like it's more like a mental, emotional, intuitive even attraction. Like she kind of has to like trust you first, but I do think she's attracted to you. So is it in your head? Not all the way. Does that make sense? I can't believe it. It's already 12 o'clock. Wendy says put a mirror on the floor or somewhere so Fonzie can see himself. He would love that, actually. I could see him loving that. I should do that. That's a good idea. Thank you, Wendy. He's so sneaky. I like to keep the windows open, and he sits on the windowsill sometimes, and I'm afraid he'll like scratch the through the window screen or like push his body weight, like, because you know when you're not watching him, he's a sneaky cat. When you're not watching him, that's when the cat comes out to play. Oh, but honey, when you're watching him, he's on his best behavior. He's the best cat. He's so cute and cuddly, honey. But when you're not watching him, forget it. That's why I always have to keep my eye on him, even when he's quiet. I have to see what he's doing. But does that make sense, Yusuf? That's what I feel. Good night, all topics. And if you want a live reading, it is $10 for one question, $20 for two questions, and $30 for three questions before I get off of the live here soon. And let Fonzie in here once again. Oh, you sub? Thank you, princess. So for a free reading, we can do Guess This Crystal. Your cat climbed the screens? That sounds like something Fonzie would do. I still don't want him to do that, though, either, because he'll fall with his crazy self. He's so crazy. Cats are crazy. Fonzie's adorable. He is adorable. My only gripe with him is that he's just really clingy. Like, you know, and I get it. I think this is his first real home. So I'm going to try to be patient with him, you know, allowing him to get used to it. It's just as mine will rip one out. That's why I like try not to let him be unattended near a window with a screen. But what was I talking about? Oh, like, yeah, Fonzie's a good cat. The only thing I want to break him out of is his codependent energy, like the clinginess, you know, like I really want him to be independent, you know, I want him to be an independent cat. I still want him to cuddle, of course, but I know it's going to take time. He's going to be for a while. Yeah, he's going to, I know, it's patience. I have a female kitty. She's gray fluffy. Aw. We had a random kitty visitor on our second story balcony the other day. Aw. I feel like sometimes cats are drawn to energy. To be expected, he needs you right now. This is on you. Exactly. So I'm like trying to be patient. But like it's mainly frustrating when like I first get in the house and I'm like, okay, I have this to do, this to do, this to do. And like Fonzie jumps out and he wants loving and cuddling. And I'm like, but Fonzie, I have this and this to do. It's like Fonzie's like Jupiter, and I'm like, but I have all this and that stuff to do. Like, you know, can you just like chill out real quick? But most of the time, I'm just like, okay, let me sit down and pet him and give him his cuddles, calm him down, and then I do what I need to do. So it's literally, it's training him. You know, it's like training. It's training a cat. So, but Fonzie's going to be a good cat. I know he is. He needs to understand you too, and he will be consistent. Exactly, I know. It's us getting to know one another. It's us getting to, you know, learn each other's schedules and stuff like that. Like, I still don't know when he sleeps yet. Like, I don't know his sleeping schedule because I tend to stay up so late. So I haven't figured that out yet. You know. So we're still learning each other. Oh, he needs to understand you too, and he will. Just be consistent. Okay, yeah, I'll be consistent. And like, you know, I'm sensitive, so like when I shut him out of the room, I'm like, oh my god, I feel bad. I don't want him to think I'm shutting him out. I don't want him to think I hate him. And then I just have to remember, girl, like, you know, later tonight he's gonna hop out of his hiding place and want to cuddle. Like, he's not thinking of it like that. You know, he's like, he's a cat. So I'm like, okay, like, let me not put my human emotions, let me not project my human emotions on the cat. You know, it's like that kind of thing with me. Make him a place to sleep. He needs his own territory. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still learning where he likes. I'm still learning. We're still learning. We're still learning. But thank you, Wendy, for all these tips and tricks, because I need them. Because I want him to be comfortable. Like, I know part of his issue with needing to like constantly cuddle and stuff is like I need to feel comfortable. I want to feel comfortable. Right now, you make me feel comfortable. So I get it, you know, but it's just like, okay, when I'm not here, when I'm in my room, like I still need you to feel comfortable without me. Like I just need him to feel comfortable without me constantly being there. But I like that he's like, but I also like that he likes being around me. Like I like that, but it's just like there's boundaries, you know. I'm a Capricorn. I can't help it. And I'm a Capricorn that likes to work and like likes to be professional when I work. So we just need to teach Fonzie, you know, we just need to teach him and train him and be patient with him. It's all gonna be good. The reading question, not the guest stone. Yeah, if you guys want a live reading, it's $10 for one question, 20 for two questions, 30 for three questions, so on and so forth. And then what I also want to plan doing is I want to start having people over more often to my apartment. And I want regulars to come because I want Fonzie to get to seeing other people and not just me. Like I want him to get socialized to interacting with other humans. And that's also something I want to happen as well. So, like, for example, like when I get a boyfriend, like Fonzie, like I want Fonzie to feel comfortable with my boyfriend and like walking around the house with my boyfriend, or like, okay, like Fonzie, I'm going in my room now to work, chill out there with Bob, or, you know, Alejandro or Daquan, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know, just go, you know, it's okay, Fonzie, you're going to be okay. Wendy says you're doing great. Fonzie's blessed to have you and vice versa. I know. Thank you, Wendy. All caps, because I'm one. Me too. Yes. Like, I'm just like, okay, Fonzie, like, I need my space. You know. Mercury retrograde. My coffee just fell. Oh, well, I need to vacuum the floor anyway. It doesn't matter. But, child, ooh, you know, if coffee sits for a while, it'll really stain. So let me try and rub it out with my foot real quick, girl. Time. That's a Saturn thing. Exactly. Time, you know, time. And you know, Capricorns, we are actually good teachers. We like to teach, actually. And the thing about Capricorns is that we like to teach by example. So that's one thing with Fonzie that I'm mindful of, is that even though I love talking to him and I know he loves talking to me, and, you know, I know he loves when I talk to him, you know, and he actually listens to me. Like I do this thing where it's like, okay, like come up here. He'll jump up. Or I'll be like, come here, like, you know, he'll jump up there. Like, so he listens and I'm like training him really well. But I need to be mindful of like leading by example as well. So like if I'm training him to stop meowing, like I need to lead by example and show him that meowing is not okay by my actions, not by my words. Does that make sense? Taisha says, not Daquan. Please, they use him for everything bad on the internet. Oh my God, I know. It was the first name I thought of, Daquan. Tyrell. Lamarr. I don't know. Good time to get Fonzie. Yes. You're the alpha male. Exactly, Wendy. Ashley, did you adopt him? I did adopt him, yes. I adopted him. It hasn't even been a week yet, actually. It's almost been a week. It feels way longer than how long I've actually had him. Wow. Fonzie, man, you're part of the family, buddy. I wonder if he's at the door. Let's see if he's at the door. No, he's not at the door. Awesome cats rock, they do. I love my cat. I love Fonzie, but it's my first cat, so I'm still learning. I have some cat music going for him actually in there right now, so that's probably why he's like calm and like not so anxious right now. You sure good time with Mercury retrograde and Scorpio stuff. Yeah, it's not that it's a troubling, like it's definitely bringing up its issues, but I do feel like it's a good time because once again, Mercury retrograde is working out the issues, working out the kinks. So once Mercury goes direct, things are a lot more smoother and easier. So I know that this Mercury retrograde is definitely going to bring a lot of learning lessons for both of us, me and Fonzie, in our relationship. We're learning our boundaries, we're learning each other's schedules, that kind of thing. Michelle says, my girl kitties hunt squirrel and rabbits and you name it. Yeah, like, I do want to move soon. I'm really tired of living in an apartment and I want to have a house. I want to buy a house. Like, I want to live in a house. And so I also want a backyard. And I want Fonzie to be able to go outside. Because I know it's important for cats to hunt. They like to hunt. They're predators. So that's who they are. Oh my god, I love your outlook on that. Exactly. Are you still going to do the free question game? I am. So let's do this free question reading before I leave. I'm thinking of a crystal, you all. And this crystal is known for being a protective stone. All right. But it's also known for helping you heal grief. All right. Helping you heal with grief. What crystal am I thinking of? The first person who gets it gets a free reading on live. Siobhan says I want a house too. I know, right? Like I'm ready for a bigger space. I want a backyard. I want to be able to grow my plants, honey. Because having an apartment is not conducive to plants. It's not amethyst. It's not tourmaline, but close, Jeremy. Amy says citrine. No. Maya says black tourmaline. No, it's not black tourmaline. Maya says onyx. Close. Wendy says quartz. No. Jeremy says obsidian. Ding, 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 ding. It's obsidian. Jeremy got it. Jeremy, ciao. Didn't you get the last reading? I'd be feeling like Jeremy be looking it up, honey. But let me go blow my nose. Jeremy, you get another free question. Jeremy, what is your question? Oh, well, yeah, what's your question? Jeremy says, I got my confirmation tonight at the store. I bought everything to honor my ancestors, and my change back using cash was 1111 complete confirmation. Yes. So I'm going to let Jeremy choose then, since he got the question and he's deciding to send it to someone else. Jeremy, you go ahead and choose who you want to give your question to. Maya says it's okay to be selfish at times, though it's needed. It definitely is needed. Absolutely. Check hold. The bank just be putting stuff on hold, honey, and you're just like, where is this money even coming from? I just want to pay my rent off, period. Like, but thank you. Thank you, God, for the money. Thank you. Thank you for the ability to pay my rent. Love it. Ashley. For some reason, I feel like Ashley really needs it. Okay. I felt a lot of energy when I saw your name. Ashley, it is then. Yes. Taisha, maybe next time. Sorry. Try again another day. It's all in fun. Yeah, it's all in fun. If you want a reading, you know you can just go to my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com as well, and get a reading. Go for it, Ashley. Will my first true love come back to me? Didn't Utada Hikaru have, wasn't like her first big hit something about like first true love or something like that? First love. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to be your referee, but anytime tonight I'm gonna blow my whistle soon. Thank you for considering that into the second past readings in the cross and the Holy Ghost. You said no, Taisha? Are you sure? Let me Google because I'm pretty sure her first like major hit. But Utada Hikaru is like a Japanese artist, I think. Like she's really big in Asia or Japan. She's not as big in the States. Oh, I'm sorry. Her first album was called First Love. I'm sorry. Anyways, I don't even know why that matters. Will Ashley's first love come back to Ashley? That is sweet, right, Taisha? He didn't have to do that. But he did, and that's nice. Will Ashley's first love come back? I feel like he will be back, but I don't feel like things will be the same as they once were, obviously. I don't know how long ago you two were together, but I feel like what you used to know the relationship to be, you're gonna have to relearn a whole different dynamic. All right. So that's what I feel with that. I feel like he will come back around. I honestly feel like I don't know if you watch each other's social media, but I feel like there's some social media watching going on from both of you or something like that. So that's what I feel. I do feel like he'll be back around. But I feel like it'll be kind of casual. Because there's something where he's looking at it and it's like, I don't know what happened last time. I don't know if you dumped him. But he's looking at it like he doesn't want whatever happened to happen again. So he's like more cautious. He's more pulled back, it feels. Like he's not willing to jump into anything too quickly. Does that make sense? But I do see energy around him coming back. There's potential for him to come back, yeah. Lamarr, how do you read? Like some do Celtic cross or inverted ETC. I do my own spread. It involves astrology. I read the cards in terms of the astrology houses. That's how my guides taught me or teaching me how to read lately. Previously, I didn't really have a rhyme or reason to reading the cards. I just kind of, got the energies. But now they want me to read according to astrology. So that's how I read now. That's why you hear me say, okay, this is in the place of foundation. That's your second house, for example. That's how it is. Does that make sense? I was thinking intuitively. Oh, it's definitely intuitive. But in terms of like structure, it's astrological. I am a, how would you describe me? I am a psychic, intuitive, astrological tarot reader. I don't even know how to, I can't put myself in a box. You just can't put me in a box. But yeah, I read cards intuitively, I read cards psychically, I read cards astrologically. All right. And I read cards generally too, as well. Like, some people are really good, some people aren't psychic, just really good at reading the cards, like Tyler's Tarot. I think you said before he's not psychic. However, I believe he is a little bit psychic. Do you ever feel like you will invite something negative in? No. That's a mouthful. I know, right? A psychic, intuitive, astrology, a psychic, intuitive, astrological tarot reader. That's a mouthful. Doc Harris says that's awesome. Yeah, it's how I read cards. It just makes sense to me. Like, often people will say the first card that comes out is the past. And if you think about it, the first card that comes out could be related to the first house. So I don't know. If you don't understand astrology, me explaining it is not gonna make it make sense to you. So I'm not even gonna explain it. It's just how I read cards. Never invited it, hence protection. Exactly. Never invited in, hence protection. Yeah, you don't invite. You don't invite negative energy. I don't invite negative energies, but yeah, you have to invite it in. So negative tends to cling on negative. So if there's not really any negative in your life, fear, in your energy field, then there's really no reason for anything negative to be invited in. But there is protocol, when after you do a reading, you make sure you sage, you open your windows, let the energies go out. There's always a protocol. You do your spiritual bath. I told you I take a spiritual bath every night because I read. This is my job. This is how how I live and eat. How a lot of other people on, other readers on YouTube, well, good readers, not all readers, but good readers, like we have to protect our energy. Bree says explains the new 12 cards, but exactly the 12 houses, and yeah. Yeah, you do your own point. Thank you, Wendy. Michelle says you said I was intuitive, Lamarr, and I think so for sure. Also psychic medium. I think so, Michelle. Wendy says thank you for being so personable. You're so welcome. And I think I'm learning that it's important to have your own spread when you do tarot. Like, you know. But that is just me, you all. I'm about to get off here. I'll stay on for another 10 minutes just to make it an even 3 hours because I don't like odd numbers and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how I read cards. I read them astrologically now. Before I was just reading them intuitively. But if you also noticed, one thing about the past is that I would pull too many cards. And I would get a little bit confused. But somehow I was still on point. But now Spirit's like, no, you need to rein that in. And this is how you're gonna read from now on. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. Like, okay, I got it. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit's been helping me read cards better. Taisha says you'd be on live for a long time. I know time goes by so quickly. Like I don't even. I look up and I've been on live for like an hour. I'm like, oh wow, it's felt like it's been 30 minutes, really. So I just talk. I talk so much. That's why it doesn't feel long. I'm telling you, if there were no one in the room, I just talk to myself, really. Like, and just from that alone, there would be someone watching. Because who wouldn't want to watch someone talk to themselves? Like I talk to myself on camera. Like I'd be having full blown conversations with myself in front of you all. Wendy says, "Who taught you? Did you go to school for your gift?" I didn't go to school. I'm self-taught. Yeah, I originally started using oracle cards. Actually, not even tarot cards. But who has helped me to hone my gifts? A big, huge influence has been House of Stars. Not gonna lie. So shout out to House of Stars. But not even really with my House of Stars has helped mostly with my intuition. Because she doesn't read cards. So I taught myself how to read cards. Amber Lucas says talking to yourself is that Virgo rising energy. Oh my god, I talk to myself all the time. Wendy says, I talk to myself all the time. Now you have Fonzie. I know I can talk to Fonzie now. He'll probably get sick of me talking too, though, eventually. But yeah, I like talking to myself because my Libra moon has to. My Libra moon has to, like, my Libra moon can't keep stuff in. Even though my Capricorn sun wants to keep stuff in, like, my Libra moon is like, I have to get this out. Who got you your first deck? I got myself my first deck, actually. I've always been a hustler. Me too, and I'm a Virgo. Yeah, I talk to myself all the time. Michelle says I talk out loud and people look at me nuts. But they don't realize I'm talking to myself. They just can't see who I'm talking to. Exactly. Are you big on decks? I am. I actually am I need a new tarot deck actually. Thank you, Shimon, by the way. I need a new tarot deck. At one point I was collecting decks like it was nobody's business, honey. But I like, yeah. But I've been using this Rider-Waite tarot deck for a while. I'm kind of over it. I need a new vibe. But I have so many decks, though. People of the world today. I really think I have ADHD, you guys. I think I have either ADHD or like a mild form of it, or ADD. I really think I do. Wow, you took the lead on that. Yet you grew up religious. Yeah, I grew up religious. But when I got into tarot, I was in college, so I wasn't near my family or stuff like that. So I had the room to explore for myself. By the way, thank you to the 20 people in the room for being here. This has been a fun and chill live. These Mercury retrograde energies are, I'm noticing, just causing us to be a little bit like slower down, a little bit more tired. Just go with the flow of the energies. I want to go to the gym. Yesterday I went to the gym at like 3 o'clock in the morning and they were like weirdo. There were like some weird people in the gym. I was like, oh, okay, so the weirdos come to the gym after midnight. I'm a weirdo, so I fit in. Oh, yay. Someone just left a comment on my let's talk about what video was this again? Someone left a comment on my let's talk about lives or let's talk about past lives, Burger King and astrology and tarot video. And they said, I'm a long-term fan of your videos and vegan, and I'm glad you like the Impossible Whopper. Oh my God, the Impossible Whopper is so delicious. She said, Julia says, they've really improved all vegan products across the board in the past few years, including cheese, which is sadly not at fast food places yet, but definitely in grocery stores and other kinds of restaurants. I didn't know they had that actually. Julia says, hope to see you try more plant-based products in the future. I love that. Yeah, I'm like trying to get on a health kick because I don't know, you all. Like I don't know. Like I'm getting into this thing where I'm realizing Michelle says wouldn't miss it, not the gym weirdos. Yeah, or Taisha says not the gym weirdos. Yeah, the gym weirdos, the ones who kind of just stare at you and like, ooh, he's cute or she's cute. Whether they think I'm a man or a woman, honey, whatever. Wow, I didn't realize how late it's getting. I know, like that's what I'm saying. Like I can talk all night. I promise you all, I could do a 10-hour live just talking. But Bree says I like the look of the shadowscapes and line stratter decks. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna look into that. But I was saying I'm getting into this thing, you all, where I am really realizing that I'm a social media influencer. Like I'm a brand. So everything I do, every video I post, everything I do. Hey Tarot TV with T. Everything I do is going to be scrutinized. So I want to use my platform for good. So if Burger King is going to do a plant-based burger and help people get healthier, hopefully, and maybe not eat so much meat and therefore help the planet, I definitely want to promote that on my platform. You know, I'm just getting into that vibe where I'm like, I want to promote positivity. Michelle says, "I gotta." You don't like the Impossible Whopper, Taisha? Michelle says, "I gotta try that thing. Hope the Impossible Whopper is good. It's so good." Dog Hair says, "I love the Impossible Whopper. So good. It's really good." Catherine Tracy Jones says, "Hi Tracy from Liverpool, UK. I'm Capricorn. Love you, Angel. Love you too, Catherine Tracy. I'd be here. Yes, Michelle. I'm sure someone would be here to watch me just talk for 10 hours." Wendy says, I eat healthy, love my green smoothies, and I cook from the basics. Love my spices. Green smoothies are amazing. Michelle says, I'm a night owl, and most Capricorns are. Yeah. Dog Hair says, yes, Lamarr. Love that. Exactly. Wendy says, that's why Sephora needs you as a model. Speaking of which, I have not applied to that modeling agency yet. I still need to apply. I think I'm going to apply tonight. Because the CEO kept like, actually, I should just email the CEO actually and get his email. But yeah, I would love to be a model. I can see me being a model. I can see that being a reality. Taisha says, it's impossible for me to eat it. Child. Tarot TV with T says, apply tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Okay, I'm going to write that down, actually. Because I feel like that was a channeled message. Apply tomorrow at 9 a.m. to modeling agency. You didn't apply yet? No, I didn't apply yet, Siobhan. I know, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Like, you know, you could tell me apply and you're gonna get $1,000, you're gonna get $1,000,000, just apply, apply, apply. He could have told me that. I'd be like, okay, okay. And like I still wouldn't have applied. Like I still would wait to apply. I'm just I don't know. Tarot TV with T says you would receive a message by 4:30. I believe you. I wrote it down. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna it didn't send. This is such a Mercury retrograde moment. See, let this be a lesson. Okay, so I went to text myself this message, all right, to remind myself to apply at Tarot TV told me to apply at 9 a.m. I thought I sent it. I'm waiting for the message to come through. Luckily, I double checked to see why the message didn't send. It didn't send. So God forbid, I didn't check, and now I got the message. And it didn't send, and then I would forget to actually apply at 9 a.m. It's just like Mercury retrograde has to have you double checking everything. All right, double checking to make sure you glued your wig on tight enough, because God forbid, it gets a gust of wind too much and it blows completely off. Like that's how I feel about Mercury retrograde. It's just too much. Catherine Tracy Jones says, you need to write a book about your life and how you got here. I believe the next 3 years will be amazing for you. Oh, yes. I can see myself writing a book. Yeah, I would love that. I'm going to keep that in mind. Thank you, Tracy. Wendy says, X, Jupiter and Saturn dealing with Lamarr. Yes. Michelle says, I'm addicted to watching your YouTube channel, Lamarr. Yeah, I love that. Yes, yeah, no, I love that you all binge watch all my videos. Like, I love that. Yes, that's what you just said exactly. Yes, it's funny. My pictures zoom out then before the picture settles. Yeah, it's like weird stuff like that. It's like you just have to like, okay, Mercury retrograde. Is this a good time to apply? I had a conversation with House of Stars, and she said something very interesting. She said, if it's something you've been thinking about already, it's okay to do it during Mercury retrograde. It's okay because it's something coming back around from the past, right? To be dealt with, to be concluded, to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I've actually wanted to be a model for a long time. And I've talked to you all about this. Like I applied to be a model when I was like 15. So it's kind of like that energy where it's like, okay, something from the past is coming back around during Mercury retrograde. So it might be okay to apply. I'm thinking. Exactly, Tarot TV. Tarot TV says, yeah, not okay to just hop up and travel last minute. Yeah, exactly. Like if it's a last minute thing, like if it were just like a kind of thing where I'm just like, oh, I want to be a model. Like I'm just getting this vibe, honey, where I want to be a model. But no, like I've always wanted to be a model. So it's okay. I'm thinking. And also, the CEO kept telling me to apply. So I feel like that's also a sign that clearly I should apply. It's the CEO, right? Good question, Wendy. Thank you for asking. Taisha says, not the gusty winds, child. I'm telling you, like, Mercury retrograde has, like, just an interesting way of making the smallest thing turn into the biggest things. Like, it just, like, a small miscommunication turns into, like, a huge fight, a blowout. It's like, girl, what happened to my wig? Like earlier it was glued on tightly and now it's over there. One part of it's over there, part of it's over there. It's just like you just lose control. It feels like during Mercury retrograde. Yes, Carol with T with TV. Yes, it keeps reoccurring. Exactly, Wendy. It's going to keep reoccurring during Mercury retrograde to be dealt with. And who knows, if I apply during Mercury retrograde, it's better to get that out of the way because, you know, maybe when Mercury goes direct, you know, things will be smoother, you know, things will be in the bag. And it's like, okay, let's get it done. So I should probably apply. I'm going to take Tarot TV with T's advice and apply at 9 a.m. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Michelle says, I literally sit and wait till you get on live. Oh, my boyfriend got to ignoring me. So, well, I guess I'm doing the great Capricorn cutoff. And he's like, what the hell is going on? I love that. I love that. Yeah, some of y'all comment, you're like, Lamarr, when are you going on live? Well, you know, when are you going on live? We haven't seen you on live in a minute. I'm like, ooh, child, I need to get on live. Wendy says, oh my God, rolling on that one wig. Yes. Taisha says, I had a fight once and my wig was on the fence. Oh my God. Y'all are hilarious. Child. I mean, that's just how I feel sometimes, you all. Mercury retrograde just snatches your wig and you're not prepared. So you just need to have it extra glued down. You need to have it extra sewn, extra laced. Because I'm telling you, Mercury retrograde is coming for your wig. It's coming. Catherine says, as Capricorn, do you have small circles in your life? We have many people who wants to be our friends, but only a few good circles that we trust. Feels 3 strong loves in your past lives, loves in Taurus and Virgo. That's a good question. I have a small ass circle. My circle is so small you can barely see it. Like honestly, I keep to myself for the most part. I'm someone who really like keeps to myself. If you see me out, I might be by myself and I'm just in my own world, you know? So it's not like I don't mind traveling alone. I can definitely be a lone wolf, but when it comes to my circle, I don't really have a circle. I'm just very protective of my space and stuff like that. I don't know. But you know what? I'm also someone who just needs my core people, right? Like I just need my boyfriend, you know, my cousins, my mom, my dad, and maybe like 1 or 2 friends. Like, you know, that's all I need. Taisha says, you are so fucking funny. Yeah, I know. I'm just me, and I know me being me, I should have my own TV show, I think. I really think I should have my own TV show. Tarot TV with T says, I lost my phone 3 hours today. I was pissed, made me clean my room, then I found it in the same blanket I had been shaking all morning. But you know what, Tarot with TV? Mercury retrograde probably just wanted you to clean your room. Like that's the thing about Mercury retrograde. It's like it causes you to lose your phone to realize, you know, oh, I should have cleaned my room. It's like Mercury just I'm not Taisha says I'm not wearing a wig this week, honey. Girl. Honey, I might tie my hair up because I just don't trust Mercury. Michelle says I don't trust many people as Cappy. So I could have lots of friends, but I don't want to. Y'all are my favorite company. Yeah, like as a Capricorn. YouTuber, yeah, as a Capricorn, I'm not easily trusting of people either. You have to remember, I'm a Venus in Scorpio, so I don't open up easily. Actually, like I know on live I'm one way and another, but like I really have to feel your energy out in person before I completely open up to you and feel comfortable with you. But sometimes there are moments where like you just feel someone's energy and you just click and you're like, oh, girl, like we're family. Like I know this is our first time meeting, but I just feel your energy. Wendy says, I've had to call myself to find the phone. Yes, I have my choice confidants, yet know everybody and they think they know me. Exactly. I know a lot of people, but I'm not close to a lot of people. I like it that way. And mind you, I've had a lot of instances in my life where I've learned you can't trust everyone. You know, not all friends are good for you. They know what I let them know. I'm a good Cap. Exactly. Taisha says that was the problem with my Aries ex. I was waiting for that trust energy. Exactly. I get along best with other Capricorns. Yeah, I notice I get along really well with Capricorns. I tend to open up easily to them. Virgos. Taurus, it takes me a little while to open up because they're kind of the same way with you. It's like, let me feel their energy out first. So with like you and a Taurus, it's like the whole time you're just trying to feel one of each other out. Like, what's your tea? What's your deal? I like Scorpios a lot. I love Libras. I love Libras. And I like Pisces too. Aquarius, I find a really cool one on, like, just one on one. Yes, Lamar, definitely, exactly, Wendy. Tarot TV with T says that, Wendy, I was standing in the yard with my tablet trying to catch the Wi-Fi and it was acting all the way up. Spirit said no cleanup. Exactly. Yeah, Spirit has a weird way, and Mercury retrograde has a weird way of like showing us where we need to focus. I thought Fonzie was outside. My son is my favorite Aquarius. Oh my god, I would love to have an Aquarius son. Or daughter, actually. I hate Aquarius. My baby daddy is one we don't get along. I will say Aquariuses can be super detached emotionally. But that's Saturn energy. They're ruled by Saturn. So don't wanna know about that love thing. Give me what I'm needing. You know what I'm dreaming of. Don't wanna know I got that love thing. Been broken. Tarot TV with T says I pulled an 8-hour shift in the house. Feels like I have so many clothes. I'm literally moving them from one spot to the other. I know I need to clean my apartment. Maybe I'll do that tonight because I feel like I'm gonna stay up. But if I sleep, I'm gonna set my alarm. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna apply at 9 a.m. Catherine says my children are Aquarius. 3 of them moody, snappy, and I got 2 Scorpio who are lovely. Ooh, child. Scorpios are very loyal. I love Mercury retrograde, putting it all on that. Yes. Tarot TV says I dated Aquarius. He disappeared 3 weeks and lived 10 minutes down the street at his grandma's house. I was fed up. I pulled up. Child, I don't blame you. How do you ghost someone for 3 weeks? That doesn't make any sense. But that's Aquarius. It's also Capricorn too. Michelle says your reading was right on last night, Lamar. You read my boyfriend like a book. Yes. How's that going, Michelle? Wendy says Tarot TV, I'm doing the exact same thing. Disaster area. Yes. Although Quiche came out awesome. Quiche. I'm kind of hungry. I've been meaning to make eggs. I want to make some eggs, like scrambled eggs with red onions and cheese, jalapeno peppers. I've never had eggs with garlic. And I heard that eggs are good, cooked eggs are good for cats. So I want to see if Fonzie will like eggs, but I feel like he's not going to like it. But I still want to try. He's such a picky eater. But I want to get into like feeding Fonzie, like healthy foods, like home cooked foods, along with his, pellet foods and stuff like that. Because one, I just want to spoil him. But two, I want him to have like a good, nutritious diet, you know? Michelle says, I feel better now. Okay, good. Wendy says, spinach and cheese omelet like quiche. Yes. Oh my God. Spinach and cheese is so good. So good. Sometimes it goes really good on bread. I don't want bread. I just want eggs. Like, I just want scrambled. Not even scrambled. Well, maybe scrambled. An omelet doesn't sound too bad, though, either. You're welcome, Michelle. Catherine says, I only date Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or Libra. Was narrated to Leo. Was married to Leo. Not good. It flows with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Yes. My cats love hard-boiled egg. Ooh. Okay. Hard-boiled. Okay. What if he would like hard-boiled or scrambled? Just regular scrambled eggs, you know, not with anything added to them. Because I know cats can't eat everything. But I know they can't eat eggs. I just threw it together. Biscuit crust. Ooh. You have to try eggs with garlic powder or onions. No, eggs with onions is good. I love eggs with onions, especially red onion. Oh my God, girl. Erica Sterling says, I love the hair. Thank you, Erica. Amy says, but no onion for cats. Okay, no onion for cats. Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable giving him like anything other than just eggs. Your cat loves eggs. Okay, so I'll see if Fonzie likes eggs. We'll see. I'll give an update. Wendy says, just throw it together, butter a dish, and bake. No fuss, no mess. Michelle says, I can cook anything, just about it. I cook country for sure. I grow a garden. That's what I want to do eventually. Like, I want to have a house where I grow a garden and I cook just fresh foods from my garden. That's what I want to do. Like a little housewife. But I still work at home and make my own money. Because I'm not like the type of housewife that could actually sit at home and do nothing. No. Michelle says, yeah. Wendy says, I put a whole clove of garlic in half minced onion. Yes. I love garlic. It's so good. I love garlic, especially when it's boiled and it's a little bit more softened. Garlic is also good in salads. Garlic is also really good in certain meats, too. But I'm trying not to eat meat. Catherine Jones says, have a lovely day. It's 5 a.m. in Liverpool. Love to be awake more. God bless angels with you. Asking God, all the angels, to give you what you want. Thank you for being here. Bye, Catherine. Thank you for being here. Michelle says, raw eggs for a great cat coat. Very, very, very shiny. Really? Okay, because I heard raw eggs isn't good for cats. Wendy says, yeah, I do. I live in Pennsylvania, Dutch country. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, yeah. I would love a farm. That would be amazing. Erica says, I came in late. Can you explain? Can you please explain why we're talking about eggs? I think because we're hungry, really, or I'm hungry, but I don't know. I think we just start talking about food. But eggs are also good for cleansing your spiritual energy too. It's called Olympia. Olympia. My sister has long hair with hairball issues. Pumpkin works great. Okay, I'll look into pumpkin for cats. Pumpkin for cats. The vet told you raw is fine for cats. Okay, all right. I'll do my research and see. But I trust you. Pumpkin for cats. Yeah, I want to get into feeding Fonzie, fresh home, like cooked food, which is going to spoil him even more, I know. But that's after we get him out of this clingy, too codependent stage. We're working on that first, and then we'll get into, okay, let's work on your diet, that kind of thing. Erica, any plans for Halloween? I don't have any plans for Halloween. I probably will go live though. Conestoga Valley. I've never heard of that. Taisha says, good night. It's 12 in Louisiana and I have work. Good night, Taisha. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. where I am. And I said I was going to get offline 20 minutes ago. But here I am still talking. Michelle says, yeah, really, what about Halloween, Lamarr? Yeah, I want to do candle work on Halloween for everyone. Still don't know what I'm going to do yet. I still haven't picked out the candle. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do it. Right now, I'm just trying to pay my rent offers, so I don't have to worry about that. Because Halloween is falling on, close to the 1st, right? So, but my rent should be paid in a couple days, so I'm not really worried. They said it's already half paid, so. I'm such a Capricorn. Like I have to, I have to pay off, my debts first, and then it's like, okay, now I can have fun, a little fun. But I'm thinking for Halloween, I'm gonna come on live. Maybe I'll dress up. So if you, maybe dress up in your Halloween costume, honey. Amy says cats are different from dogs, and they usually need some of the processed cat food because they need the taurine and stuff they add to it. Yeah, definitely. No, I'm still gonna feed him cat food too, but I just kind of want to have a mix there because I don't want him to get bored. Like I want him to have a palate, you know. I could see him already right now, me cooking eggs, and like I'm cooking eggs for myself, and he's like meow meow, and I'm like, no, it's not for you, Fonzie, it's for me. But if you want eggs, I'll make you some too. A mess, a mess. Wendy says, I'm going with the flow in SE or PA. How about the Susquehanna Valley or Susquehanna Indians? I've never thought about that. I do want to connect more with my Indian energy though. I don't know. I just feel like either I have Indian, a Native American ancestry, or I was a Native American in a past life. So I want to get more into that. Wendy says you just manifested. I did? Ghetto superstar. Oh, y'all, I have like 4 readings I need to do as well. I'm just talking so much. So, but you know what? It's Mercury retrograde. So I think right now, Mercury retrograde, in my moment of I need to work, but Mercury retrograde, I feel like wants me to just talk right now. Although I'm gonna get off soon, but I feel like I needed to talk. Cooking eggs for Fonzie. Oh right, like seeing him. Yeah, okay, like okay, I get it now. Yeah, I just saw that clearly. Like I'm cooking eggs, and he's like meow meow. Fonzie, you want eggs, buddy? Correct, Wendy. Yes, I did just manifest. Hi, Martin. I'm sad to hear that you are going through a tough time. But if you want a live reading, it's $10 for 1 question, 20 for 2 questions, 30 for 3. However, I'm about to get off live soon, so you might want to get a personal reading, Martin. And for those of you who want a personal reading, I'm going to post that. Oh, Michelle, you're Cherokee Irish. Yes. Siobhan says, have you looked up your Indian sign? No, I didn't even know there was such a thing. Let me write that down too. Indian sign. And honestly, it's not because like I feel like I look Indian. Although you can tell that there's something in me, like even from my hair, like clearly like I'm mixed with something, but I just feel drawn towards Native American energy. Like I really, I do. So Indian sign. Yeah. So I would love to go visit like a Native American land and feel the energies. I would actually love to have a Native American. Do they call them a Babaloa? What do they call them? Like, I don't know. I just want to get more into like Native American magic and stuff like that. Wendy says, yes, I'm a snow goose, turtle clan. That's funny. Erica says, have you done a 23andMe? I have not done a 23andMe. Y'all are giving me so much to write down. Let me write that down. I've not done a 23andMe. I've done a what is it called? An ancestry DNA. 23andMe. I've done an ancestry DNA, and I mean I'm mixed, but I didn't see any Native American. Actually, let's look that up really quickly. What am I mixed with again? Because I don't even know. Ancestry. I don't even know if I remember my password, to be honest. I hope I remember it. Sign in. Oh, yay. It has my password saved already. Bloop, 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 bloop. Wendy says Native American spirituality is awesome. It is awesome. And I have Native American like artwork in my room actually. I don't know if I've ever actually shown you all, but on this wall, like I have Native American artwork over here with my little plants. Yeah. So let's see what I mixed with you all. I don't even know how to, okay, DNA, your DNA result summary. Discover your DNA story. So I am 33% Cameroon, Congo, and Southern Bantu peoples. I am 22% Benin, Togo. I'm 14% England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe. I'm 11% Ivory Coast, Ghana. I'm 10% Mali. What's Mali? What's Mali, you all? 10% Mali. I'm 4% Norway. 3% Ireland and Scotland. 1% France. 1% Germanic Europe. 1% Baltic states. And that's my ancestry. Like, clearly I'm mixed, but I don't know if any of what I've mentioned is Native American or Indian ancestry. Think Marlon Moment says French man all the way. Yes. Wendy says the only DNA I've had done was genetics for breast cancer. Don't want to know any more than that, which I don't have anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I've always just been interested in um I've just always been interested in what I'm like, what I'm made of, you know? Like what is my makeup? So it's very interesting. I want to look up what Molly is, because 10% Molly, what is that? Think Marlon Moment says you have a lot of French in you. I could see that. Like Creole or just French? Oh wow, Molly. Yes, Molly. This is interesting. Oh, y'all got me in another rabbit hole. Child, we're about to be on here for another hour. But yeah, like, I believe that. I don't know. Ancestry is really interesting. Siobhan says, Lamarr, you're a snow goose in Native American astrology. Ooh, I'm a snow goose. Okay, thank you, Siobhan. Snow goose. I could see that. A snow goose. Snow goose in Native American astrology. I could totally see that. Native maybe, it may not be American Native. Native maybe, and may not be American Native. Could be. Could be. Wendy says, yep, Lamarr, just like me, a snow goose, probably turtle clan too. Yes. You know, and I'm thinking that maybe it's not native. I don't know. I just feel drawn towards that culture for some reason. Additional communities. Early North Carolina African Americans. Virginia, okay. Yeah, African Americans. Oh, so it like changes and evolves. Okay, apparently I'm less than 1% Polynesian, 2% Iberian Peninsula, 3% European Jewish, 8% Ivory Coast Ghana. Yes. I've always wanted to visit Ghana. Always. African native trying to be polite. What do you mean? Okay, I'm over that now actually. I get bored so easily. Arborigine, is that native? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. This is like so confusing to me. Like it's just too confusing. I'm confused now. Oh, but people actually messaged me. Someone asked me, am I related to the co-family? Yes, I am. Erica says, I haven't done an ancestry before, so I'm not sure if they do the same, but with 23andMe, they go into detail about the history of the cultures you descended from. That's what I want to know. I think I need to do 23andMe. Because this ancestry is not giving me enough information. Like, I want to know more. Powwows are awesome. They are. Dark says, I did a DNA test a couple years ago. I found out that I'm Irish, French, Balkan, Iberian, and Cherokee. I had small amounts of Senegambian and Guinean, and also Nigerian. Super interesting to find out, right? Hi, Aisha. You get a lot of your crystals from there. From where? What time is it? I've been talking for too long, you all. I'm gonna get off. I've been on for so long. I have readings to do still. Still have to go to the gym. It's been fun though. I don't want to leave. But I do want to learn more about my ancestry and where all I come from. Think Marlon says I have a lot of French in me. So, one vendor was doing a reading with doves. Ooh, that's beautiful. Michelle says, I need to get some crystals for protection. Yes. I actually have crystals at my front door for protection. All right, you all, I love you. I'm going to get off. I have some readings to do still. I have a lot of clients to get through. So if you want a personal reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. This has been super fun. Until next time, probably tomorrow. We will chat again soon. All right. Good night, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Subscribe, like this video, comment, and share with your friends and family. Keep in touch with me on my social media. My website is LamarrTownsendTarot.com. And my social media are LamarrTownsendTarot.com on Instagram and Facebook. All right. Erica, hi, have a good night, Lamarr. If you do end up doing 23andMe, I hope you'll do another live stream about it. I definitely will. Okay, I'm going to take care of stuff too. Yes, good night, you all. Bye, Doll Kara. Bye, Wendy. Bye, Erica. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Siobhan. Bye, Aisha. Bye, everyone else in the room. I love you all. And until next time.